Aside from that, I think you guys have great ideas.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm gonna open up.
What if we rolled as two kings?
We can rule as 2
Are we
kings.
recording?
Yeah.
Ready to roll!
I'll make sure we edit that one out.
We're happy with the bottom board.
I like it. Right here.
That
Oh.
was loud. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Well, at least he directly did. At least he directly hurts himself. Like, it's the one time that you fucking around doesn't ruin it for everybody.
Well,
What are you trying to say, man?
You know what I'm saying.
we should get shocks for Evan's cameras.
I don't think what. Oh.
I like how it gets the maps in the
When you
background.
plug in the lava... No, that's a fake lava lamp, isn't it? Does it actually melt?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not. It's glitter.
Of course. No, I don't even want to see it because it's bullshit.
No, I agree.
Yeah?
You don't want me to turn it
Yeah,
on?
turn it off. Right now.
No, he's right. I wish it was a real lava lamp.
Yeah,
We've had this conversation.
What is a real lava lamp?
It has
One
the
that
actual
melts...
lava.
Something that if it breaks when it's on...
You will die.
Will kill you.
It will melt through your floor like alien.
Like alien blood.
So it's the presence of ever danger that makes it appealing.
Yes. Just
Didn't
like
we-
old thermometers.
When we rewatched that, I was like, wow, I forgot how OP as fuck those creatures are.
Yeah,
like,
even if you
I'm
draw
sorry,
blood,
it
you're
melted
done.
It melted through like 6 layers of a fucking spaceship, which I assume their floors are thick because it's a spaceship.
I think all
Even if you stab one in the face, your hand might be gone.
Your knife is gone, first of all.
What?
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah.
There's nothing you
the
can do.
added fear of blasting that into the dark woods was also pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
What's the dark wood?
So when we were in the cabin, we turned on Resident Evil. First of all, we were playing Resident Evil, and then after we played Resident Evil, we put on Alien to like get sleepy and go to bed. And it was like 2 in the morning, and what we didn't know is that the people before us had connected the sound system to the outside speakers.
Uh-huh.
So we were blasting not only Resident Evil, like the video game of like, get down! And then
God, someone walking through the woods must be like,
we were blasting Alien just out
And
there.
Halloween.
And Halloween, the
Jesus Christ. Someone went camping that night and
shit
just left. They just left.
Oh, is this what it's supposed to be like?
My first
There's
acid trip
literally
was-
Michael Myers playing.
So
Okay.
I
Are we ready to roll? Do you guys
I was born ready to roll.
Yeah, I actually
Ooh.
have.
I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
So
I'm
I
gonna-
forget
Yes, you
to
do.
go
You guys
on
have not yet had a rest of any kind.
Or a rank.
Are we
Or a level up. Nope, not yet.
We're still in the belly of the tree, right?
Belly of the beast.
You have... Okay, so...
Yeah.
We're
Oh shit.
ready? Let's set the scene. Stop it. Let's set the scene. You guys have just, with the help of the goblins, which I should pull out now, I guess, because they're going to be with you. With the help of the goblins,
And
you
also
guys
with
were able to kill the elder of the elves.
Oh, that's right.
In Elmira. Jeez, it's a lot of E's. You, at the end of the fight, the goblins actually did genuinely get the last hit.
Oh, so I don't get any XP from that.
No,
the goblins.
They stole your kill.
They're level 100 right now.
3 inches.
They're all beefy now. So
They're
in
orcs.
the end, Sneak basically Pez dispensered the elder and shot like Kill Bill blood all over the place.
Nice.
So you are standing in her chambers, in her room, destroyed from all the fire, from the ice. Her bed is, because she was standing in front of it, is just a like blast of ice and icicles, which one of you did, I can't remember. And there's fire, and there's fire like burnt all over the place from what she did. And the windows are just destroyed as she's laying on the ground, as blood is pooling from underneath her now cold, dead frame. The goblins are cheering and just kind of laughing and like so excited. The Slash and Shoot are congratulating Sneak, and they're like very, very excited that they finally done it. Sneak is not even trying to contain himself because he's a goblin. As stoic and serious as he was for a goblin throughout this campaign or throughout this mission, you see now that he's letting his goblin side take hold, and he's laughing and spitting on the body and throwing shit around and is super excited. And as you guys stand here kind of taking in everything that's happened, because the windows have been shattered, this main window has been destroyed and the other windows around the area are also destroyed from the fight, you can hear the sounds of outside. You can hear this horrible fighting. Is that too loud?
No.
Okay, you can hear this horrible fighting coming from outside, and you know that it is the tree ridding itself of these good pests, these elves that have lived upon it for so long. Now that its evil side has been awakened, the Lacuna tree is killing everything that's on it that it doesn't want. And as you stand here before this broken window, you can see out. As I said before, when you looked out this window, you could see, or you saw it, you could see like the forest, because it's such a high sky view of the forest, and you can see some of the trees starting to change color, this creeping corruption as the goblins laugh, as the blood pools, and as the wind and the screams and the howls come from outside. You see the tops of the trees start to kind of wither in color, and they lose some of their vibrant health, and they start turning this grayish, nasty-ish, kind of the wood turning black, and the leaves kind of dying and shriveling as this corruption is creeping upon the forest below it. What would you guys like to do?
Lacuna Matata.
What a wonderful phrase.
We should probably check on Wyden at some point. Because
Yeah.
I don't think he was pure evil.
I think he would be
Neutral.
fine, right?
Are you asking his alignment? I mean, he's a scumbag. He was okay with you killing his whole place as long as he got out. As long as he's like, yeah, I just want to be able to leave.
I mean,
That's why I
can he
made that
hear
deal
us?
with you.
Oh yeah.
Give it a shot.
Wyden?
He's dead.
Well, let's take a rest then.
Where do you rest?
In her bedroom.
Or
You guys are gonna take a long rest. You're gonna sleep for 8 hours in her bedroom.
It's gonna be all. It's bloody. It's icy cold. It's
Smells
warm.
terrible.
So
Yeah.
what is... She's a human again?
No, she was always an elf.
Oh, that's
right.
Yeah, she was an elven druid. She's just dead. She's no longer an eagle, if that's what you
That's-
get. She's humanoid now. She's in her elf
I
form.
want to drag
and
her away from the group.
As you do, Slash starts kicking her body and laughing. And you're okay.
I'm going to prop her against the wall. I want to tell the goblins to stand back.
Oh, okay.
I want to just thunderclap right in her mouth. Just so her head is...
You wanna blow her head up?
You don't have a question her or anything?
So you gotta. Well, you already did it.
Yeah, I
so
did it.
you drag her, you put her up against the thing, you tell the goblins to move back, and the head just erupts, and the goblins are just overjoyed. Sneak was like, "Oh, I wanted her teeth," but
You can find some.
there's some of them just jammed in the walls. Slash pulls one out of his shoulder, and yeah, it was awful. So now against one of the walls, there is just it looks like somebody put a firecracker in a paint bucket and it went off. You know what I mean? So there's that going on now.
You know that was the love of my life. The second love of my life.
the eighth love of your life.
Well, I mean, if we're not going to rest, I am kind of feeling it after that fight. Just giving a heads up before we get too excited wherever else we go.
I could take it or leave it.
You can totally rest in this room, by the way. I wasn't saying that you can't. I just thought it was funny. That you're like, all done, and you're going to sleep in our destroyed room, but do whatever you guys want.
If we're not checking on Wyden right now, I say screw it, we rest.
Okay, let's rest.
Okay, so you guys are taking a long rest.
Yeah.
Okay, so long rest is 8 hours. So while the town is being... I remember you did the same fucking thing in Hemlet, where like once everything kicked off and it's like, oh yeah, let's go to bed. It's like, we go to bed. We did our part.
That's
Let's
basically D&D in the
let it take care of itself. All right, so there's untold carnage happening
Like
outside.
an Avenged Sevenfold music video.
but you don't give a shit, and you just go to bed. So Headhunter, you just crash. I assume you're just going to sleep wherever. You don't need to sleep.
No.
So what are you doing? Are you?
Well, I still have to, you know what I mean? Like,
I think we're 2 long rests away from fully decoding that book. I believe.
Hey.
I'm pretty sure we're 2 long, so we can mark one more long rest down.
You keep tabs on
I
stuff?
think you're the one. I tried.
I was the one in...
I'm sure if you went back and watched all the videos, they're like, Adam doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. I round up and down. But so, I make shit up. So, but I'm pretty sure you're pretty close. So I'm going to say
Especially
one more
rules.
long rest after this, and you're good to go with decoding what the messages are within this book.
Okay.
And that was the
Sure,
book
you
you found
think your
from
oval team?
in the Beholder's lair. What are you doing then? Astrid? What is Astrid doing with her long rest? Anything in particular?
What are my items? Do I have anything? Hold on.
Wasn't there a book you were trying to read?
Well, that's
what-
Jeff. I don't understand.
Jeff has to decode it because she can't understand that language. So Esther has to actually read it, and he seems to like puzzles and things. So
I can take it earlier.
whatever, I'll do it again. I don't care.
I'm just gonna say, I guess, reading through like a book, just meditating, whatever.
Just chilling.
Because it says I can just do a light activity.
But that's what like and
You
the
can
books.
sweep.
The books in the world can give you
Clean up around this room.
You're vacuuming under Headhunter's sleepy form. Okay, that's fine. The goblins
I can't find my items.
I deleted them all.
do not rest.
Figured you had
The goblins leave
Okay.
Oh,
and Sneak actually as they're leaving and you guys are all kind of getting ready. Sneak turns around and goes, "Sleeping?"
yep.
Aren't you tired?
Listen. And you hear the like just cacophony of
Wilhelm screams.
people Wilhelm screams
Sounds
of
like someone has a keyboard with
of
it.
the wretched noises of what sounded like the blights, the tree, the like vine blights and things that were crawling out of this tree, kind of crawling through. You hear the swarm of bugs as one of the swarms just like by the window, just a cloud of bugs swimming by.
They did swim in the green stuff.
They are.
Probably okay.
They were good to go. They actually
did
got pretty hurt, but not.
Yeah, I didn't
not too
touch
bad.
that.
All right, so they were like
I believe
Okay,
I was
and
swimming too.
the what?
I was swimming too.
But
Didn't I?
you get to reset
No, I think you
your
just drank
spell
it.
slots and stuff.
I know. I'm pretty sure you
Yeah.
guys all got leveled up. Or not leveled up.
Leveled up? Oh,
refreshed.
I'm gonna change that now.
2 levels?
I'm just 20. So the goblins leave as you guys. rest.
17.
So 8 hours pass for you. In 4 hours, you're back awake.
Mhm.
So the other 4 hours are spent doing that, the
Yeah.
book. And Astrid, though you've been chilling and meditating the whole time, you've been hearing what's been going on outside. And the chaos within just about, I'm going to say about 3 hours, subsides and is all but gone. Now every once in a while you'll just hear an occasional
Well,
from maybe someone who is
Hiding.
or things like that. And I'm not going to say that you're really looking around much. You're probably just chilling there because you really don't give a shit. So as far as you know now, it sounds like the most of it is done within about 3 hours. The tree has killed everything that lived on it as far as you can tell. And all of you, after about 8 hours, are awake and ready to roll. Now, Astrid, or as everybody wakes up, it is dead silent out there. At one point, the goblins did come back inside, and they are curled up and sleeping around Headhunter as they just like him, and he's very nice to them. Esther,
You want to make this our home?
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you guys are awake. I was going to say that he wakes up first. Technically, you've been awake. Was there anything you guys wanted to do before the long rest was up? Aside, while you're doing your thing, there's nothing.
I gotta fix my shit, right?
You went to bed, so
Yeah,
you
right.
wake up now that the full rest is over. What's up?
So, no, but I did just send you a list of all ritual spells. At some point, I would like to start learning some of these, because they can go in my spell book and I can use them, but I have to learn them.
Would you like me to, you mean like these are spells, is this it?
You clicked on the Facebook thing that I sent
Yeah.
you? Yeah, so these are all starting
This says
with...
all spells, though.
Does it start with alarm?
Yes.
So they're all spells that can be learned as a ritual.
I will look these over
Yes.
at work. I'll have this, and Jeff, if you have anything like that too that you guys are interested in, send it to me.
so is that something that you learned via leveling, or is that like
No.
a process?
No,
like
Yeah.
a game?
that's world stuff.
Yeah.
So if like let's say this book that you're reading, whatever secret it
Has
has
a ritual
within
in
it, yes, it
Gotcha.
has something in it, and then you can go ahead and
I'll
use
look
it.
into that.
Almost like
Yep.
not Morrowind, Skyrim, where you find a book and it's like you've learned X.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. So and there's plenty of shit like that in this world. If you guys want to find things like that.
That'll give you
I
incentive
just
to loop
don't
and
know.
stuff.
You know, I don't know D&D super well, so.
Or anything you
can
can make up too.
Okay, that's cool.
Then can I do a tinker check on my broken weapon?
Yeah, so roll a d20 and add your dexterity, or add your sleight of hand. That's how I'm going to handle Tinker.
Nat 20. Okay.
Your
And
shit is
plus
good.
5. 25.
Go.
Sweet.
It's good to go. This was on your assault rifle, right?
Yeah.
It was broken, your AR,
I
whatever. Okay, excellent. Actually, I have something for you.
Oh, yeah, the card system.
Yes, I have developed this.
That's gonna be so much easier because right now I just have a ton of numbers.
Yeah, and so here's these cards.
Now it's just like Call of Duty.
The top
Just
bar,
like-
top middle is like the name of the gun if you want to name it. On the left-hand side is like the class, the top left. I can run you through those cards
Yeah,
after,
we'll do that.
and
later.
I'll show you what it is. And
Maybe if we have a
yeah,
break.
what's up?
Since you made the armor,
And I'm gonna save
right?
one of them so I can keep it as a template and keep it.
I can make
what's up?
copies too.
Cause you made the armor, right, that I'm wearing?
Yes.
Do you see how... Go away.
Probably
Some issue with it?
Google Doc with that.
No, but you see how it says AC
Much
16?
easier.
Did you put that on there? Is it supposed to bump my AC up to 16?
No. It gives you +2, I believe, to your
Okay.
AC.
Do you know why it would say
Because
that?
I might have used a base armor for it because I don't know how D&D
Because
Beyond
it
works.
doesn't.
totally yet.
It definitely it bumps it up to 15, which is nice. But I was wondering why it says AC 16. Extra.
Because I might have used like half plate mail or something for it, because that's
'Cause-
technically what it is. But you're so low.
Because this one says 12, my original, and it doesn't bump me up to 12, only up to 11. That I just didn't know if you
I
knew.
don't know. That
Okay.
might just be a weird. That's vanilla, right? That you
Yeah.
had before.
Yeah.
That I have no
Okay.
idea. But it bumps your shit up by
A lot.
2.
No, it went from 9 to 15.
Whatever. I don't think it's supposed to, but that's fine.
I have here written down 27 1d8. Don't know what that means.
What is that?
27 1d8 for something. Am I?
What
I
is
must
that?
Have, it must have been a misprint.
Oh dear.
Oh, it's when I attune to it. Otherwise, it is +2.
No, it's
Should I
just
not
supposed to be +2.
Should I not
What does
attune
it
to it?
say written in it? What I wrote in it, that's what you go by. Go by the
Oh,
blurb.
27 hollow points. And then next to it, 1d8 was what the hollow points.
Yes, the hollow
Okay.
points do.
I was like, what
It
did
says
I
I
write that?
cannot take damage.
You
So,
didn't write it in here, so
Let
did
me just mark
Yes, I
that as
did.
special
I
ammo.
wrote that it gives you a +2 to AC.
I am now 14 feet tall.
God damn you guys! Now I'm gonna have to hold on.
Well, I just want to make sure I'm doing it right before we start.
No, I know. That's okay.
You're
I mean,
so
we can
prepared.
always fluff it up a little bit. No
Because
problem.
I'm fine with the
good
15.
metagamer.
Jeff doesn't give me all this bullshit.
Well, I'm using it on the website and it boosts it up, so I
What's the
just want to
website?
make sure.
Hold on, I'm looking up.
I think you
armor,
should be AC 16. Who votes?
Shut
This is a democratic area.
Armor of the Dark Scorpion. Oh shit! I don't think I did right what it does.
Looks like Amanda's right. 16 AC.
Oh, no.
That's what you made it do.
Good.
All right, fuck it. I mean, you know,
Otherwise,
you're
it's
squishy.
9. So
Yeah, but do you want us to die? Answer,
Yes.
answer that question.
It would happen once already. It was pretty cool. Okay.
I think that was a strategic
withdrawal
from combat.
Strategic is the last word to use for whatever that was.
you wanted to push your narrative. You
The
know?
shit,
My narrative.
the shit show that
Jeff was the one who wanted to date Carla Lilly.
So you all awaken, arguing. I'm gonna say that was mostly all in
All
of
in.
everyone being mad at Headhunter for almost killing them, and him going, "It was Esther's fault." And
I
so
went a lot
maybe if
better
you're-
than last time.
Maybe if your magic was stronger.
I'm not going to save you if that happens again.
behind Headhunter is a still solidly frozen bed as he's saying, like, "Your magic isn't strong enough." Just. The entire time, Astrid, while you were meditating,
Yeah.
because I see that he is out, the entire time that you were meditating, right next to you, the watcher or the gazer was just staring at you,
Yeah.
and every once in a while he would just go,
Is he spitting on me?
he's just,
Or
the
is he
air,
sneezing?
kinda, it's almost like, kinda, but he's
Like a bulldog breathing.
trying to disrupt you while you're reading your book, basically, and he would every once in a while slowly start getting in front of your book.
Okay.
So that's
How does he
just-
move? Does he
I forgot
float?
that he was out. What's up?
He's not
just
known.
He floats.
Oh.
He just floats there. He's about the
Yeah.
size
Some
of
more
what is he,
magic.
like the size of a softball. He's like this big, sort of, just about.
He's the size of her head.
Oh, there you go. So it's not just like a floating, awful little head with 4 eye tentacles and a big, fat, ugly eye, and it's like this all the time.
I would probably want to kill it.
No.
You kind of do. And if you ever say that to it, it mimics you in a shitty voice.
I won't bother with that because I know you like it.
You'll get hurt.
No, I know, I'll kill it.
So, as you all awaken and you're standing in the room here, the goblins are starting to wake up and get themselves together, get their gear back on and stuff. What do you all do?
I think we should go down into town and see how things are going.
I'm hungry.
It's now dark, I believe. Was it dark when you guys started this? I can't remember. If it
I
was
think it was
dark.
later in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say that it's like night.
3 a.m.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Let's go cook something in the where did we stay? The Middleton Inn.
So we see that the hotel is
The Tree Middle Inn?
Yeah,
the Tree Middle Inn is
let's
where
go
you
to the
stayed.
Tree
You
Middle
stayed
Inn.
at both Treetop and Tree Middle Inn.
Oh, and we could do some role playing. I will be the barmaid, and you guys could be patrons.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go to the military.
So you guys exit. The
Foreplay. That's wait.
No.
It was role playing, right?
You were right the first time.
Okay.
You guys exit the elders' room, main chambers, and as you get to the
I
elevator,
always get them confused.
you see that the elevator is still in perfect working order. It almost seems as if everything was touched except the elevator. Like some of the
Does it look the
stairs
same?
were smeared destroyed. Yep, everything looks fine. Everything is darker now and more sickly looking because of the nature of the tree. And as you guys exit and see the elevator sitting in front of you, it just catches your eye because it's in contrast. Everything looks destroyed and carved up, but this doesn't. And standing in front of it is one of the blights, one of these little, actually it's a twig blight, so it's like the size of the goblins, and it's made of a bunch of gnarled twigs. And it lifts its head up and looks at you, Esther, and goes, and points to the elevator.
So they speak.
Do you say speak to it?
Yeah.
Just stares at you.
Aw, they're cute.
Alright, I want to walk past it.
It's Groot!
It just.
I
it
see
just,
like an evil, like a scene-phased Groot.
It doesn't have like a face. It's just like gnarled twigs that are animated in like a humanoid kind of shape. Did
Okay.
you look at what its twig is?
There's
Yeah.
a whole bunch of artwork for them.
Yeah, it's like a little one, and it just kind of. But you can see where its head is. It's kind of sensory thing as it kind of follows you, all of you, as you. Do you enter the elevator, or do you just go downstairs to get to?
I would probably want to take. Fuck it. I'll take the elevator.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to look at the blight and like almost look like a parrot, like offer my arm. Does it do anything?
Just stares.
Okay, that's creepy.
It stared and it points at the elevator again.
I
Trying to make friends with the twig over here.
And as you all enter the elevator, and start to get the goblins pile in with you because they're just kind of going wherever you guys go. And the elevator, you press no buttons. The doors seal and it starts going down. The magic that it was powering, like the gem above it, is different. It looks sickly. Yes, your Constitution roll. Thank you.
Oh,
12.
forgot
12.
about it.
Good enough. It's above a 10. So you're standing there, and as you're all kind of taking in the strangeness of this and like I said, the power seems a little different. It seems like it's more corrupt, dark, and there is like no sound anywhere right now. It is
No
just the
music.
sound of
Elevator
wind.
music?
Nope, no elevator music. It's the sound of wind and
Screaming.
like woods kind of. Like every once in a while, wood is just sort of creaking.
Creaking.
And this once very bright, beautiful tower and this elevator ride that you guys went down is now awful looking. It is
Yeah.
terrible. And as you go down, like I said before, there were like other floors like that you went through, and you go down one of the floors and you see one of the other floors that's like where there was a bunch of people like working, and they're just like decimation. Like it's people torn apart. The tree just left them there, like the tree creatures just left them there to die and rot. There are bugs feasting on them as you go down. It has turned into a horror show in this place, where it once was very full of life, is now very full of death, or just full of a different kind of life. And as you start going down, amidst all this, you hear as Headhunter is trying to hold it in.
With the seven gores getting to you.
No. It's just this disgusting magic.
Slash looks at you and goes, eh, and you go, ah, and he goes, eh, because he's trying to make you puke. So as you guys keep going down, you reach the first floor. And as you reach the first floor, you get ready to get off, and the elevator keeps going.
Oh.
And you leave the first floor. The first floor has, the doors are torn open, as I believe I told you before, and you see a glimpse of outside as you go down, and it is dark, and the streets are empty, but you can see, like, figures moving. But they are not, they're humanoid sort of, but you can tell they are of the tree, as they kind of move, like, in its twisted fashion, and you can see bodies upon the ground, but it's dark, it's hard to really see them, as all the lights have been, like, destroyed. And you keep going into the darkness of the tree. And you travel down, a little bit sideways, as this magic elevator, like, went all kinds of crazy ways in the trunk of this tree. And you know where you're going. You're going to the core of the tree. And as you slowly lower down, you can see that you are lowering this room, this big chasm is kind of glowing. This has a slight green sort of hue to it from the pool that's in the middle, that healing pool, which is green, sort of liquid, and it's like glowing and giving this eerie light. And as you lower down, you see that there are many of these tree creatures down here. And the elevator kind of and slides open, and you see that a bunch of them, all these tree creatures, many of them, like, there's got to be at least 100 of them down here, and they all just kind of turn, and a bunch of them start moving out of the way to sort of make a path towards that pool.
They're like our own Oompa Loompas.
We kind of
Take a step off of the elevator.
Okay, so you take a step off the elevator, and yeah, you gotta start making your way towards the pool.
Yeah.
In between, as you walk between these creatures, twig blights, vine blights, all this shit, and you can see at the far end, like amidst all these awful creatures, there's a big one, and it's a tree blight. It's a literal tree, like inside of here. And it looks almost like a little bit uncut. It has no leaves, as it looks newly born, but large, still big. And it's just kind of like sitting, kind of like the Ents from Lord of the Rings, but terrible looking, and like a bad Ent, and a little bit smaller than that because it's like fresh, and it's just sitting there, kind of in the back. And as you enter, you see that they're giving the pool a nice wide berth, and as you approach it, you stand there, just sort of looking at the pool, and beyond the pool across from you is the statue, kind of, made entirely of the gnarled, twisted wood, and it is like the screaming effigy of Lucien Viperin, whose head, Esther, you punted into the void, which created all of this. And there you stand.
You speak tree?
I want to say, I guess, deep speech?
Okay.
Hello?
There is no real answer. For a minute there's creaking as you're trying to listen, and you just realize it's these creatures around you. They're made of wood, and they're kind of like, they're like ambiently just like shifting, and they're always looking around, like they know you're here, and a bunch of them are looking at you, but there's other ones just kind of looking, some of them are looking at their own hands. They're just sort of these weird zombie-like sort of things. Kind of behavior that you're more used to seeing, but not as like, they have a little bit more of a purpose. And as they're all kind of sitting there, and you're waiting, and you notice that a bunch of them stop kind of moving, and more and more of them start looking at you. And you can see it's almost like a hive mind kind of mentality, but like almost delayed, as they all just kind of like get hip to whatever vibe is floating in the room, and they like they're looking around. Oh, they sense it.
Like
they follow
carpenter ants or something.
Kind of, yeah. It's almost like they're looking at something, and then they see something, and it leads them to you. And so they're all just kind of staring at you after you say hello. And it takes a few minutes, and after all of them are looking at you, and you've grown kind of uncomfortable, roll a Do you have a nature check, actually?
Sure.
This would be more wisdom. Roll wisdom. Straight wisdom.
It'd be 18 for wisdom and 19 for nature.
Oh, alright, cool. Well, whatever. Damn, you have high nature. Or no, you just have
Two,
plus
but
plus
still.
two. So,
Whatever it is, it helps.
there is no words. There is no voice. Because you don't speak to plants. But there is something beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
Though this, normally you would never be able to communicate with anything of this nature without speak to plants or anything like that, this seems to go beyond that. And it is almost an emotion or a feeling. It's almost like whatever the message is trying to convey to you is just now known to you. It's speaking to you on a different level entirely.
Okay.
And you get a sense more instead of what it's saying to what it means. And what it means is, first of all, you get a sense of horrible dread. Not any ill will towards you. You don't feel in danger, but you feel almost the gravity of the situation of what you've done. And you feel that, like, just doom. Impending death and doom for everything around you. Everything that is, like, living and fresh and good is decaying and dying, and you feel that within your soul.
Okay.
So it's not so much like you're scared, you're just like, whoa. You know what I mean? Like, oh, didn't feel that before. Like, you just woke up. Wow. So you feel all that. And amidst it, you feel almost, as you look at this, your attention is drawn to the effigy of the screaming Viperian. And you feel a sense of gratitude. Almost like the tree is thanking you for what you've done. And you sense that it wants something, but you're not sure what.
Do you guys feel that?
What?
Do we?
No, it is not speaking to you. You guys are just really creeped out by all these stupid tree people looking at Esther. By the way, they're looking at him. He is the one that punted the head in. They're looking at him. They do nothing. They're not hurting you or anything, but they just don't care about you.
I feel like it's asking for something, but
How do you figure that?
they're all staring at me. I
Jump.
feel paranoid all of a
Swim in
sudden.
the water.
Yeah, jump in.
Yeah, that's what I want. I guess I will move closer to the big guy.
The large tree?
Yeah.
It's just, can tell kind of staring at you with a tree kind of face. It does have almost like a face of just like gnarled, twisted like holes in the wood. Just awful. It's fucking awful.
Sneak, do you know anything about what these things want?
Sneak is drinking the water and is like, huh?
I feel like they want something from us.
These?
Yeah.
What? And he yells, you hear, what do you want, my good man? But he hears, what? And the tree blade just continues to stare at you. And he goes,
Alright.
money? Me?
I don't know.
They want you to go in the water.
I'm not going in the water.
Go to the water.
I learned about this before.
Sneak jumps in the water.
And he's fine.
See, it's harmless.
Swimming around in it.
I want to move towards the pool and look at the big creature.
The big tree monster?
Yeah.
You look at the big tree blight, and as it kind of looks at you, it kind of nods its head slowly towards the pool.
Okay. Well, then I go towards it and I put my hand in.
You put your hand in.
Because I feel like we're not going to be able to leave here anyway in the elevator. So it's like, what we got.
Just jump in.
I'm not going to jump in.
Just jump in.
I'm not wearing my swimmies. It's not very deep. It's about waist deep.
Yeah, just jump in.
Yeah, jump in.
We saw what happened. What caused it to happen? It's like, yeah, just jump into the...
You look at the pool and you look back at the effigy in eternal horror and pain.
Yeah.
And you're,
You don't want to jump in?
I don't want to jump in.
When you swipe your hand through the water, you you can feel something, but there's nothing. Like it's just sort of like it is magical water. If you remember, it healed you.
Mm-hmm.
But
feed the tree the water then. Splash him.
he's like way across the room.
Go up to him and splash
So you splash like one of the vine blades, and it
bursts into flames.
it just splashes on its face.
I don't know. I feel like we're stuck here if we don't do
No,
something.
you haven't tried one thing.
I know.
One thing that's obvious.
Obvious. Yeah, well, step into the turned off wheat thresher. It'll be fine.
It's a pool of youth.
Are you hurt?
Are you scared?
Drink.
Yeah, I am concerned about potentially dying going into that thing.
Look, I want to take off my shirt and walk into the water.
Okay. Uh-oh. So, you're dead now. No, I'm kidding. So, Headhunter goes, takes off his armor and just walks into the water, and you go in about waist deep, and feels very
I'm gonna
nice.
start screaming
It's
agony to scare Jeff.
You start screaming.
I'm like, prime a fireball and look around.
The goblins, terrified, Sneak jumps in the water and starts swimming to you. The other goblins are stabbing the water, and the trees are just like, staring. But the goblins are like, ah! And they are now waging war
With the water.
with this water as you are screaming.
Alright guys, I'm kidding.
Ah! And now he's swimming around you.
Yeah, screw it. I step in.
Okay, so you step into the water, and as you do, you go about waist deep, and you can feel.
Can I do a minor illusion to make like a shark fin appear?
Yes. So as you enter the water, and you're really concentrated to try to feel what if this thing is trying to tell you something. You see movement out of the corner of your eye. You see a fucking shark fin, a literal shark fin, in the water as it starts coming towards you. Roll an intelligence check.
Oh shit.
What's your DC?
11.
My spell DC? It's a 16.
I think you have to beat a 16. It's a real shark. There's a shark in this water, and it's heading towards you, Esther.
Thunderclap.
You thunderclap into the water, and as you thunderclap, it just and disperses because you're now interacting with it. And when you interact with it, you realize it's fake. You interact with it, it just and launches a bunch of the water out. A bunch of the water is displaced, but it does not lower whatsoever. Like you, boom, blow like half the pool out, and it's still there. Slash gets thrown out and slams into one of the trade blades, and is giggling.
Esther, what the fuck?
But as you're standing there, just like, God damn it! Amidst all of that,
Wait, are you still in there?
Yeah.
Did he take damage?
It's a pretty big pool. He probably wasn't within.
Yeah, no, I wasn't like, okay, let's get in, boys.
I kind of imagine Headhunter's now like sitting on the side of the jacuzzi, just like
Spitting out some water.
Yeah. So
Right next to the big leaf guy, I'm just chilling.
as you're sitting there, Esther, you feel, though it is not your own feeling, you feel an intense sense of thirst. You're very, very thirsty.
Okay. I drink the water.
Okay. You drink the water. As you drink of the water of the Lacuna tree,
Your veins start to burn.
no,
Yay.
you see the Lacuna tree standing there in a time of darkness, of corruption, when it ate the world. Or when it ate its not the world, but its forest. Sorry guys, not the world. Its forest, the world around it. And you see it, but it looks like not this time. It looks like it was in winter. And you see what appears to be great and powerful beings coming to like face it, charging in, slaughtering these kind of twig monsters and heading towards it. You see like a blink of flash, and you see it again, except this time it looks like it's in summertime at some point, and you just see it tearing apart, like almost like a small army of people charging upon it. You blink again, and you see that it is surrounded. The forest is destroyed, and it is surrounded by full-on war, as there's just people destroying each other, trying to hold the tree and take the tree. One side trying to defend it, another trying to take it. And it's defended by beasts and monsters and like orcs, it looks like. And then bam, it flashes again to another time of war, bloodshed, horror, death, people being torn apart in this forest, people being lost in this forest. The forest grows, the forest is destroyed, the forest comes back again. It's burned to the ground, it's healthy again, but throughout it all, the tree stands. Moons and suns fly over it. There's long lapses in time, and then it comes back, and it almost feels like long lapses of it existing there. And you're getting a sense that you are seeing a lot of its life, not nearly all of it, but you're seeing a bit of it. It is showing you a bit of what it was like or what happened to it. And it's, throughout all of it, you see, after it shows you this, you see people, these different people, terrible looking people. You see one was a werewolf, one was an orc, one was like a dark elf like yourself, nasty creatures. People. But you can tell that they were terrible people just by looking upon them, just by seeing them, the hatred in their eyes, the malice, the thirst for power, for just chaos, for vengeance, for whatever. All of them who came to this tree for some reason, who tried to reach it for some reason. Some who had died trying to attain its power, and others who had succeeded, who had done what you'd done, and cast evil creatures into it to bring about its vitality and bring it back to its true self. And with all of these people, they are all holding or wearing something that is a part of the tree. It gives a boon to who awakens it. And as you see this, you realize, it's trying to tell you, thank you, I want to give you something for this.
Gotcha.
As it's sort of just its way. It kind of sees, it's not like, thank you. It's kind of like you are worthy of something for being able.
Transaction.
Yeah, it's a transaction. That's exactly it. And as you kind of hop out of it, you can tell that it wants something on you. And it wants one of three things, something that is within your possession right now.
Okay.
It wants either your serpent staff, your bow staff, or your chainmail armor. Your very common chainmail.
Give it your favorite thing. It's gonna make it cool.
It wants one of those things.
I'll do the serpent staff.
Okay. So.
Because I'm proficient with it, and I just got it, so it's not like I'm attached to it right now.
He starts gnawing on it and swallows it.
So you take the serpent staff and you lay it in the water. And as you lay it in the water, you see it like kind of bubbling from it, and you kind of take a step back and the bubbles start like, and bubbles feel nice. Awesome. Jacuzzi, because you're still in there.
I thought I just tooted.
And you can no longer see the serpent staff as it's being engulfed in these bubbles.
I hope me urinating doesn't affect your staff.
There's just a streak of yellow across it.
Like white marble, but there's yellow line in it.
Ooh, hold on.
Oh, I see it. Your secrets.
Secrets. Camera, get it. Thank you.
And it comes back up. Okay, yeah. It looks quite the same, but it's all entirely made of this dark, twisted, gnarled root. It still has the effigy of the snake at the end, but the mouth is open, and its teeth are just thorns. And it is all this dark, gnarled wood. And that is now what you have.
I want to raise it. I want to point it towards the drow that I sacrificed. Not like threateningly towards the big ant-looking creature, and nod and get out of the pool.
It nods to you as all the others nod as well.
I'll point at him, look at a headhunter. Pretty neat, huh?
Good job. You got your own garden.
Are you mad?
Sneak and the goblins see this and all throw their weapons into the pool. Way to no avail.
I'm gonna start bubbling the water underneath of it.
Oh! They go and they get their weapons and they're looking at them in a new light. They feel as though they have been blessed.
I want to charge it so it wraps around my arm.
You see as Esther kind of looks at it and you see the otherwise hardy looking wooden staff solid bends and twists and contorts itself and wraps itself around his arm to become and it's under your robe as it goes, like curls around your actual arm. and it goes under the robe, and
As opposed to your non-arm arm.
you can see that just right here is where like the snake's head kind of rests.
Pretty cool.
Oh, it turned your weapon into a bracelet.
Essentially, it just looks like a weird piece of like clothing. It looks ornate. Just at like a quick glance.
I got
like,
the idea of what it does. Some
Yeah,
people
That'd be
assholes.
cool if you could do that and shoot like thorns from it, like Iron Man, only with trees.
Tree Man, Tryon Man,
Woodman.
Trier, man.
Man with
Tryon Man. So,
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Tree.
All right.
so you've gained the boon, and now they allow you to go to the elevator. There's
Are my cuts and scratches on my body all healed
you're
up?
fine. Yeah.
wow.
Oh yeah, swimming
Your
in
scar
this.
goes away.
Oh, my eyes go away.
So
I'm gonna take a gulp of this liquid and then go into the elevator.
take a mouthful to go, and you head over to the elevator. All right. So you all enter the elevator, and it
Enter Sandman starts playing in the music.
no music as it silently sends you back up as all the tree creatures just kind of watch you go. And it rises you up again and then up to the first floor as you boom, and it opens. This sad elevator sound. And it opens to the destroyed city of Elmina.
Oh, you finally have friends.
I mean, unfortunately, we're considered friends, aren't we?
Yes.
Kind of.
How does it make you feel? Let's go find wine and
Oh yes, a real friend.
So you guys head out into the city, and as you enter the city, you see that it is. When I say that it is
A
like
city of evil.
destroyed, I mean it got fucked up. A lot of it is just smashed the fuck up. The Elder's Tower that you were in stands pretty good. The Mage's Tower that you went in before, it looks like tree roots smashed through it and are just like that, kind of gnarled through it. You see the Chamber of Remembrance where you stole the thing, the armor, and you see that a massive the roots almost acted like tentacles, like large branches, and it smashed half of the Chamber of Remembrance.
Can you still go in?
Yeah, the front is still open. It looks like
We're-
it smashed
we're
like
going
the
by
back kind of half. Yeah, it's on this like street.
Can
The
I,
body.
can I peek in? Is that body still there?
So
No.
you guys head over to the Chamber of Remembrance, kind of
Doing all this
dodging
gross stuff.
some dumb elven bodies as you go past. There are some more
Did
of
you
the
say
bloody-
dumb elven?
dumb
body?
elven bodies, dead stupid bodies.
So I guess we know who the real racist is.
I'm Elfist. As you go
Still racist.
into the Chamber of Remembrance, you pop your head in and you see the secretary, who is
Oh, she's fine.
pinned
Has
to
a
one of the
sunflower
walls
coming out
with
of
a
her mouth.
massive spike, like piece, like a massive splinter thing, just a huge piece of wood
My
that's
God.
like sharp, and she's just pinned like it's like that big, just and she's sitting there. She's perfectly fine. As you go past her, and you see that the back where the sarcophagus was is destroyed.
Mhm.
There's just a massive tree root slamming. There is still.
Was there anything in this room that I would find interesting?
Yes,
There's
there
booze.
is a.
Magic booze.
Boobs?
Booze.
There is a
glass,
bottle.
isn't there?
The sacred wine of Zalabrim is there.
How the hell do you remember this stuff?
Because I write them. Oh,
No,
he remembers. I don't know. I write it down. I don't know how he remembers it. The sacred wine of Zalabrim, the circlet of Jeralan, which was this beautiful circlet, is destroyed
What's a circlet?
and like smashed to pieces.
Sure.
Can I take the pieces?
Sure.
Eat them.
Melt
That's
them down
fine.
and turn them
What
into...
was it called?
The circlet of Jeralan, Jeralan, the circlet of Jeralan. But yeah, it was smashed by a giant tree branch. But the sacred wine of Zalabrim is fine and just on the floor.
Fine wine.
Ooh, I'm gonna go to the fine wine.
Okay, you pick up and it is so the little plaque is probably still there because it was just kind of smashed over. It's a 12,000-year-old bottle of wine crafted by the ancient elder Zelabrim for ceremonies and religious rites. It is this beautiful, sort of ornate-looking bottle with like etchings of like elves and stuff on it. It's just very pretty and nice to look at. Pretty big bottle too.
Does it do anything?
Do you want to pop it open and?
Sure, I'll take a sip.
Okay, so you take a sip.
You turn into
First of all, it is incredible tasting. It's the shit.
I don't like wine though.
It tastes so good though. It's like
grape juice.
What does it
really
taste
good
like?
wine. You know what would be perfect for? The perfect date. That's what this one would be perfect
Oh,
for.
right.
The perfect
But
date.
I was gonna smash the bottle.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're instigating it.
You also now have +1 to your charisma checks for an hour.
Forever.
Nope, for an hour.
Every time I take a sip, it's +1 charisma.
forever.
Now, do I think it's +1 to charisma, but really I'm just
You-
sloppy as hell? Or?
You feel no. He when he drinks, so he takes almost like a glass worth, because that's how I imagine Headhunter drinks that, and that's how I wrote it down.
Let's take a
And
cursory sip. 8 ounces.
You can almost like kind of see like he seems a little bit more confident.
Just a shot.
Shut up, vodka.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
If you, I have it here. I can put it on your character.
Maybe Carla Lily will like it.
Yeah, maybe Carly will.
Yeah, maybe she can drink it after she fucking kills you.
Oh please. That was a close fight. If my friends didn't hold me back,
That was a close fight.
You were knocked out by the time we got to you.
I was playing dead.
You were fucking dead by the time they even. If
It was
Esther didn't
all
pull you
a
into the
joke.
water, she was just gonna cap you in
She
the
was
back
gonna
of the
start
head.
laughing and saying, "Just kidding."
Just kidding.
Got him.
So yeah, so you have the wine. There's everything else was stolen by Astrid earlier.
Oh wow.
So, but the sarcophagus is destroyed, the body's gone?
All right, I put Sacred Wine of Celebrim in there. The body is destroyed under a massive.
So
tree
it's
root.
just like a building fell on it.
Yeah. If you guys wanted to do any of this stuff, you would have had to do it while.
Can I wear the
instead of-
scorpion armor?
You can ask Astrid because she's wearing it right now.
Astrid, can I wear your female scorpion armor?
No.
What do you mean?
Oh
no?
wait, you can't even tell that I'm wearing it.
I can't even tell you're
I
wearing
told
it.
you.
Oh, what happened to the scorpion armor that was here?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it was destroyed.
Deception check.
We saw it in battle.
Right, your tail came out your butt and stung somebody.
Did it?
The
thought it
hooks
did.
did.
The claws.
Oh, the claws.
See, you don't
came off.
even know. You're just making things up.
I know everything.
He knows everything. That's part of his character.
Part of the one, the item I
The
just got.
one. Yeah, the one.
I want to go back out to the street and go towards one.
So I got really fancy juice.
What?
Is that good juice?
What about that dead body? That's why I went in there.
It is
That's what I-
decimated by your root. It is like where it once was.
Is its head still intact?
No, it's
Oh, okay.
everything is under. There's chunks of the sarcophagus. It like looks like it just exploded, but this tree root just smashed through. The tree just wildly attacked everything, as well as the creatures.
Is his
Good thing we didn't go for
the
a
plaque still intact?
It's under.
Do I remember what it was called?
walk. Jesus.
Who was he?
Did you write it down?
On my iPad, but it's my iPad's dead.
What a bad place for it
Yeah,
to
hold
be.
on. I can get it for you.
Lost my charger.
The tomb of Calibrine
Cali.
has been completely smashed by a giant tree branch. I wrote it specifically in here. So is the circlet. But I
you
gave
should have
the chunks
looted
of
it
this.
earlier.
That's why I was like, you guys are just gonna go to bed.
Are there
I
any
hope that is a
pieces?
consistent thing.
Are
Like
there any
every
pieces
town
left of him at all?
He's
No.
dead as.
Okay.
is. That's what I mean.
Like a
You-
building fell on
D-
it. Like,
Yeah, because you didn't do this earlier, I'm taking it away from you.
That's okay.
You're all being punished.
I really don't care that much.
Well,
Yeah, I don't
I
care
was just
about the
gonna
stupid
take
stuff you put in your
pieces just
game.
'cause-
I got a dope tree staff. What ups?
It's funny though because you were in here planning to do it, and the last time we were here, that's when everything went to shit. You're like, let me sneak past the guys. It's going live.
Yeah,
the mage is bad.
not even really her fault either. She was like, "Yeah, I got a whole plan." Okay, well, fuck
I
that.
did have a
guess.
whole plan. I
I
had a whole heist plan.
Jeff ruined your heist by being chased by spiders.
Like,
and
I'm sorry, I
made it
thought you
seem-
would die. So
So, you exit back out to the street. Esther is heading straight towards Wyan, so you're going right to the elevators that'll bring you down. Just again, kind of passing by the dead bodies and the people littering the streets and the tree creatures.
Oh.
As they They gave no special care
Let me.
to like
All my
eat the
people
bodies
are
or
dead,
anything.
right?
They're just there. What?
All my people are dead.
Your Zambambis are.
Oh,
yes.
Alright,
revive
so-
all of them.
Yeah, are they too dead? These guys? Are
Only
they
8
been dead
hours.
for too long?
No. They're just dead bodies. Whatever dead bodies. And they're not too like torn up.
You
Like
said
none of
it's
them
night?
are. What?
You said it's nighttime too.
It is.
All right, so I'm
Full
gonna
moon.
make 3 ghouls.
Ooh, my neck.
Ew.
You're gonna make.
I got it.
It feels so good though. You're gonna make 3 ghouls?
Yeah.
Alright, mark it down.
Okay.
You have 3 ghouls now. As 3 of the elven, people. It's 2 elven, guards and 1 of the, elven soldiers that was out there. As I assume you try to pick bodies that can fight. She doesn't care.
No.
Okay. 2 elven guards and an elven soldier, because those are the ones that were out in the street fighting.
Okay.
The rest are probably, if you wanted more weird children's zombies, because I
Maybe
really like
later.
doing that, they're probably in the schools and stuff and in the homes.
Okay.
So,
We destroyed schools?
buddy, you destroyed
there
a
were
city.
schools here.
Ooh.
Um,
Ooh.
So-
There were children here? Ooh, yeah, they're
This
dead.
is technically the worst thing we've done yet, right?
I don't know.
We
And-
made a home.
Hamlet was pretty bad,
Hamlet.
too.
Well, that's what I'm
Wait,
saying.
that's
The
like
scope.
weird.
We pretty much
Remember
do
when
this
you,
everywhere.
hold on,
we go.
remember when you tied a guy to a chair and fed him a computer mouse and made it look like he was jerking off to something to
I'm talking about
So
total
all
your
body
idea.
count. I'm talking about total body count.
total body count, I would say,
We weren't
because you,
responsible for
really,
any
you
of
are
that.
more responsible for this one than anything. Like, you flipped the switch on this. Yeah, this is probably the highest body count you guys actually have.
But
Yeah,
we didn't do
Hamlet,
it.
Hamlet was
Hamlet
more
was
of that
gore
John
and-
Gore. It's
yeah,
more just
yeah,
Gore that
and
really.
the scumbag bartender, yeah, Dungle.
Yeah. We really had nothing to do with
No,
that.
I didn't. I'm glad everyone's coming to my
Yeah,
conclusion.
remember when Gore was a peaceful, sad
Meat
butcher,
boy?
Oh,
and
he
you
was
were
a
like,
loose
you were
cannon.
like, you could be so much
He
better.
was a loose
right?
cannon. You can't.
So,
We're bad people, and I love it.
yes, you are. So, as you enter the elevator to go down to, you see some of them are destroyed, but one of them still works. As you enter one of the elevators to go down to the mid-level, which is where Wine and Shop is, do you all pile in, or is there anything else you guys want to do? Okay. As you enter, the goblins start piling in, and you start going down. You can see that Slash is now wearing a twisted, broken elven helmet, and he's very excited about it. And Sneak has half of a spear from one of their spear tips. And you head down the elevator,
Just the tip?
and and you can see as you're going down and below the tree branches, you see that some of the vines, it looks like people had tried to leap off, and vines had shot out, caught them, and broken their bodies, and bodies are hanging, twisted and broken in vines as you head down, just ooh, bad. You go down as you head down because they kind of wind around the trunk of the tree. As you start heading down the trunk of the tree, you can see that there are some of the tree creatures skittering across. You can also see the bugs kind of through the air, and you see the forest. Though it's dark, you can tell that it is sick, and it is a nasty, bad place now. Those enchanted forests and stories that suck ass, and they're like, never go there, it is a dark wood. That's exactly what you have in front of you right now. Bad, evil forest.
Where the gingerbread house is, but worse.
Yeah. The spooky, evil forest with bad things in it, you guys just basically created that in this
Nice.
country of otherwise peaceful, good stuff. And you reach, boom, the midsection of the tree, and you exit out, and Wine and Shop is out to the left. The shopping district.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, so you head to Wine and Shop, you reach a shop, it's closed and sealed. There appears to be several people who had died trying to get in because they knew that his shit was locked down. So there's sort of a pile of bodies that were torn to pieces by these tree monsters and bugs. And there are some bugs still feasting on them that kind of scatter when you...
Damn, it looks like we missed a good sale.
Yeah.
I want to knock on the door.
Wine and it's us.
Us who?
Who do you think?
Well, I'm glad that he answered
Or you could be
us
doppelgangers.
yesterday.
Oh, we are doppelgangers.
We are
Shit!
doppelgangers.
And you hear another lock in the door. Another one.
How many locks?
Oh, 6 more locks!
It wasn't bad enough yet. There's still
There's still more
reserves
locks.
for it.
Yeah. Well, he was waiting for the doppelgangers.
We're ready to leave, I guess. Right? Because there's a huge... I mean, I'm so proud of this, but there's a huge target on us now.
We
What?
We can enjoy our...
This is our home.
I mean, you want to rule here, or do you want to go destroy more lands?
Well, yeah, I would like to do that, but could this be your home base?
Yeah. Hello, Mr. I just want to leave home.
Wait, Winan,
Yeah.
does this place, is it very private here, or does this get broadcast?
What? Hold on. And you see from the metal.
I don't think she cares about this place.
I think she'd be pretty proud of us.
Oh, we destroyed a happy town.
A metal slot. You haven't heard from her besides when you carved her symbol. There was no sign from Draxia since she saved you from the hurricane. Nothing since the green iris until you carved her symbol into the body of Viperian, and you heard "yeah" in your head, and that's it. Like that was the first whoa, and you could feel her
I have an
chill
idea.
down your
Let's
spine.
talk to Winan first.
So
Okay.
a camera pops out. You see the camera look at everyone. He goes, all right. And you hear,
Jesus.
and the doors open. And he goes, get in, hurry.
You're fine.
I'm not fine.
Relax.
The whole city was destroyed. Get the fuck in.
We did that.
You
I
guys
slow walk towards him.
You see him
I want to
tapping his foot just.
I want to Buddy the elf split into the doorway.
Why? We're keeping one foot out.
Yeah.
So you, as everyone else comes in and the door goes on your foot, you're like, ah! And you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Minus 100.
So you guys enter, the door slams shut, and a giant lock goes on it again, and you see Winan as the sheet of metal rises thing. And he goes, "Is it over?"
We're doppelgangers.
Ah, I fucking knew it! And he slams the thing, and you hear a gun start loading.
Winan, we're not doppelgangers. We
That's
think
exactly
it's
what
over,
doppelganger would say.
You might not be safe out there if you don't feel like...
Oh, you think?
Well, then, I'm saying it's over, but this is the permanent state of affairs now.
Well, is the army dead?
They're gone. The elves are gone.
You're the only one left.
The tree's corrupted.
This is fantastic news.
You know what's ironic? Didn't you want to do your inventions? You wanted everyone to know your inventions and stuff like that. Look at this place that you built. It kept you safe.
I know.
That's not really ironic.
Well, no.
am fucking validated. That's what
everyone
I am.
shunned him and said, "Fuck all this technology."
Now they're dead.
If you heard them, the things they were saying, they were like, "We'll give you all the gold. I'm so sorry, Winan." And I whopped my little camera out, watched it get torn to pieces, and I
record that for
laughed
later?
and laughed. Of course I
There
did.
you go.
Yes, I have my therapist says that I have problems and he would not be proud of me, but he's dead, so who gives a shit? So when do we go to Valnar? Because I don't want to live here. This place sucks monkey nuts, and I do not like bugs.
Well,
I am afraid of them.
How do you expect on getting
Did
there?
you know that a bug
You live in
can
a
hold a
tree.
camera on its back?
Yes.
Did you know that governments will do that to watch their people?
How are you going to get to the city safely by yourself?
Well, he hits a button and there's a huge wall of guns. I mean, I'm probably going to be alright.
This sickness it extends out a couple miles into the woods, it looks like.
Oh shit, really?
And there's a lot of looters and
Well-
bandits out there.
Maybe I could go with you guys.
For a price.
Okay. I mean, I gave you your guns
I bought
in exchange
the guns.
for this. Yes, you did. At a discount. And you also said that you were going to kill, Fergus for me?
Yeah, for
Malvic? Yeah. In Valnar? Yeah. That's still
in
there?
exchange.
In exchange for free passage for me to the woods. Thank you. I appreciate that. That is excellent. High five.
For
Good job.
lots of guns and ammo.
Yeah, I can give you guns and ammo. Yeah. Okay.
So how much of your inventory here are you going to need to take with you? How much are you
Well,
willing
I'd
to...
like to take all of it. If we could get a cart and a horse.
Do you have a truck?
I want to open up
No.
a new...
What was that pause?
Because I thought, would he? No, he wouldn't.
I wanna
You
open up
would
a
have
new
like a Jeep.
dimension door.
A Range Rover.
Right in the
Ooh.
No, you are like...
But you have to
That's
charge him for
perfect.
the space. You're like
There
pods.
is a monthly deposit.
A month? Well, it shouldn't take us a month to get to Valnor.
A daily deposit.
You can't just... Well, I thought I heard you say month. Pretty sure I did. Hold on, let me play it back. A monthly deposit. Yeah, that was...
Meant to say daily.
No, you didn't say that. So
Well, that's true, but
we agreed on a
are
month.
do you feel safe walking out there with us amongst these things? They love us.
I mean, if you
I don't
guys
know how
made
they
it
feel about
here...
you.
Oh, if I'm with you, I should be alright, right?
Should.
And then I won't have to waste all the bullets.
I genuinely do not know.
How about this? When you're ready to leave, let me know. We'll pop all the things in there. You'll take me with you.
You can stay in there while we leave.
What?
You
We
can
don't know what
go
kind of
into your
pets
little
they have.
apartment, and then we'll let you out when we get out of the city.
Pocket dimension.
You mean go into a cell that you control, that it's a lock that I literally can't pick because it's another world?
Yes.
Nope. I think maybe when it's time to go to Valnor, I'll just go with you.
You want to pop that open real quick? How are our two buddies
It's one
doing?
of the, no, I was gonna, but let's save it
I'm
for
gonna
charges.
I'm gonna say for that you didn't use a charge because you were just that was basically you saying I can pocket dimension.
Oh,
I'm not gonna make
I thought if we were leaving right now, that is what I'm offering. But yeah,
Oh.
thank you.
I'll save.
What the?
Well,
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
You didn't
thank
spend
you.
a charge because you're not using it yet.
You mind if I pour a cup? Drink?
Yeah, go ahead.
I said, do you mind? You said, yeah.
Go pour a drink. What's wrong with you?
I don't want to just take your shit.
Just take the cup. Where are
We
you
bought
going?
it for you guys.
Yeah, we bought two.
Oh,
There's
really?
Why
Diet
would you tell
Soda,
him to go take
Coke
my
Zero.
cup?
Oh, I thought that was his cup. So
Got you.
So I'll tell you what. When you are ready to leave, let me know. Take me with you. We'll travel through the woods. I can guide you to a nice path to Valnor. I'm sure you guys haven't been there yet. I'll show you how to get there, and we're good to go.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And in the meantime, I guess just let me know when you're ready to split. Not sure if there's anything else you really need to do here.
There's at least one thing, but
What?
we'll go do it.
All right. I'll be here.
I want to go back out into the square.
Okay. As you guys exit,
Alex is still in there.
No, he's not. He exits. Alex, you hear, guys. Alex exits. It shuts.
I did wanna- Are there any like standing buildings around still?
Okay, so here's how the buildings went. Winans is special. It was hard for the tree to kill it. It also didn't really want to. It could it is intelligent, you can tell, this tree, to some degree. And it really didn't wreck his shit. A lot of the other ones had roots smashed through them. Some of the metaling inside of his seemed to have been dented. Because this seemed to have just been a spurred kind of... But if the tree wanted to, it could have sandwiched him, no problem in there. But it didn't. So you see that a lot of the cupcake place is just decimated with more roots.
What about the cat?
Smashed and gnarled. Some of these houses you can see are being like converted, hollowed out, kind of dug around. Like instead of being crafted and druid crafted like they were, they're being like bore into by some of the bugs, and the bugs are starting to make hives out of them. It's still new. The bugs haven't taken a lot of control of the area yet, but they are present, and you kind of get a sense you don't want to get too close to them because they are territorial things. They're just a force of nature. They're not intelligent, but there's not as many of them that they're really like. But you can tell maybe in like, I don't know, a year's time, this place is going to be a fucking shit show. Like this is going to be a dungeon for adventurers later to come to. But right now, a lot of the houses are fucked. But some of them are still standing that you can go into.
I mean, at some point, I'm going to need to go back down to the crater room, but right now, I want to... How do we go about doing
You
this?
should do a circle here.
That's what I'm going to do in the
Do you
belly.
want to do it on that guy? The effigy or whatever?
No, I'm gonna for that, maybe we recruit a bunch of the little things to like put it on like the side of the tree, like burn it into the tree. Would he allow that? Probably resist that. I don't know how they would do that either.
Like you want to mark the Lacuna tree itself
Yeah.
with Draxia's symbol.
Just thinking how we would do that.
Could certainly try.
Um, I want to.
We could paint it in the blood of all the people who are dead.
I want to.
You could just have their no,
I
not.
want to summon one of the.
Staple the body.
Yeah, I don't want to say it because I'm not playing, but yeah.
I want to summon one of
God.
the tree creatures to do my bidding.
With your staff?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a tree blight. That's one of the huge ones.
Okay.
That's what you can do. The other ones are vine blights, twig blights. So that staff summons a literal tree blight. So this thing's like, boom! It comes ripping. Actually, since you're part of the tree, you can see like vines all come contort and grow into a massive tree blight that now stands before you as you raise your staff. And the twisted gnarl, the noise is awful, and it kind of lets out this bellowing like as it rises with the branches reaching out like from its like head and its back and shit, as its like fingers are like massive solid roots as it stands there and just looks at you.
Okay, so let's see if we can.
So that's a thing Esther can do. He made a giant tree monster.
Can I cast
Astrid's visibly jealous.
a minor illusion to look like the Lacuna tree with Astrid's. No, which one is it?
Draxia.
Draxia's symbol. Praise him!
It's still
We're sorry. We whoopsed.
The tree with Draxia's symbol written in blood on the side of it.
Okay. You show it to the tree.
Yeah.
Like, stares at it.
This is work, huh?
You don't speak tree?
I don't know if we point to him, point to all like the bodies in the street.
It looks at you, looks at that, and starts walking over, scooping up bodies and placing it in its branches. And that's what it's doing right now. It's going to take a little while.
Yeah,
but
no.
This thing lasts, by the way, I'm pretty sure it lasts 8 or 24 hours. I can look it up in a minute. But it lasts a long fucking time, or until it dies. So you assume it's taking some sort of instruction now, and it's
awesome.
Like putting bodies all over itself. It is fucking awful looking now. It is a giant dead looking tree with bodies in it, like all among its branches.
Is he letting any of the bodies hit the
piercing
floor?
some of the bodies on the branches so they'll stay put. What?
Is he letting any of the bodies hit the floor?
Some of them are hitting the floor.
He's not alone.
And you're as you watch me, you're like, yeah, let him hit the floor, let him hit the floor. And
I stubbed my toe.
Alright, so if you guys need it to do anything else, I'm going back down into the...
No, is down with the sickness. What is it the bodies hit the floor?
He just yells.
He just yells.
I'm going back down into the throne room to give us a teleportation circle if we ever need to get back
Can you
here.
bottle me up some of that liquid?
The water room?
Yeah.
Okay, so Esther's going to do that. Anything that you guys want to do?
I'm gonna take a nice walk in the neighborhood.
Okay, alright. You're walking to kind of investigate the area. Astrid?
He has real estate here now, so...
Gotta plan where my house is gonna be.
Probably where we killed that lady up top.
Yeah, you want, but
That's
it's
my
all
house.
elevated.
want-
that's
so
my
you're
house.
gonna have to.
I'm gonna have
plan
one
for that.
stairwell. No, I'm gonna make the magic elevators into mechanical. How about that?
That is my decree.
You are in literally the most magical place, like, ever.
It's not happy magic though. So that's kind of
It's true.
bearable.
Astrid? Anything that you want to do in particular?
Were there any other interesting places here that before it was all destroyed? Like what's going on?
Okay, like things of interest to... There was the Temple of the Teller, which you never really investigated.
Some of them were just like, eh.
The Branch of Knowledge, which has a school and a library.
I'll go there.
Okie dokie.
Is there a zip lining thing here?
That's fine. What?
Is there a zip lining exhibit?
What do you...
Exhibit.
Can you explain, please?
You know, the big metal cable
You
that
know.
you slide down.
The ziplining exhibits. You know those.
Every small city has that.
Don't be...
It's a giant tree. How do you not have a zip
Don't
line?
be a fool. So...
The camera keeps
So, yeah.
moving from you.
It's because he keeps touching the table.
It's okay.
Is Elven one of your languages?
No. I
Good.
know.
Alright, then I'm gonna have a lot of fun. Alright.
Infernal and common.
Awesome. Let's get you over to that library. If you remember me telling you before, the library, actually, a lot of their books were written by the people who live here within this place. But you can find some shit that you actually want, some like real magical knowledge.
Okay.
So, Esther, what were you doing?
I'm
again?
going
Sorry.
down to the water room and making the circle.
You're making a
It's
teleportation
not
circle.
urgent unless something's going to happen to me.
Okay, all right. And you are just traveling.
So let's start looting through these houses, yeah.
Let's do Headhunter first. So you start like, you go to any of the houses that look kind of like open. A lot of the doors are already smashed in. Are there any kind of homes you want to look for in particular? Like, do you want to go into ones that were already smashed in, or you want to purposely go for ones that were like, that look like they're barred out? Or just go down the line?
Just go down the line, see anything that looks.
All right. So you're going down the line of
appetizing.
like the housing district on this side, which is where like the tavern was and all this stuff. The Tree Middle Inn, and the Tree Middle Inn actually is like one of the first buildings that looks okay, kind of. We got like a root smashed to the top of it, but as you enter it, you can see that it is. You walk in and there is a couple of dead elves in here. One is like in the bar with another, like a giant like spike of wood smashed through it. Some of them are just destroyed, like people just smashed and destroyed. And you can see that there is a vine blight behind the bar, and it turns and looks at you.
Behind the bar?
Standing as like in where the bartender would stand, next to the dead body.
I just want to sit next to the dead body.
So you go sit here. The dead ass body of the other bartender is sitting here with a big spike through it.
I want to reach into his pocket.
And you start digging through his pockets and he finds a couple coins.
I want to slam the coins on the table.
And the vine blight turns around and reaches its viney hand, start grabbing a couple of different bottles and stuff, and it puts a shot glass in front
I'm
of
never
you.
leaving this ever.
And pours you like a cacophony of a
Just-
couple different
yeah.
drinks, and it stares at you.
I drink it.
You drink it. It's fucking good. You don't know
Holy
what it
shit.
just used, but you were like, that tasted like some kind of. It was good. You don't know what that drink was, but it was great. And it stares at you. What do you do? It was delicious.
I don't know how you praise a trade.
Water him.
Thanks for
I
the
was
jungle
thinking that.
juice.
Water him.
I guess I'll give him more money.
You give him another, and it looks like he's like,
Enjoying the.
and he grabs the same bottles and raises them to you like
Mhm.
these, and he does it again.
Oh my
And
god.
down again. It's fucking wonderful and strong.
All right,
You're like,
you
woo,
can
woo.
imagine this is gonna keep happening.
Okay,
You can
this
jump
is
in.
where you
Yeah,
wanna be?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw my other idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
Guys,
hanging with this tree.
I'm sure there's plenty of gold and shit in this place. If we just look, never mind. Yes. So that's where
Yeah.
Headhunter is, being served by a vine bartender. Astrid,
Mm-hmm.
you enter the remnants of the branch of knowledge, which I believe was up on the other, like the higher tier of the place. The library itself, smashed and decimated, but not burned because there was no fire used in this. Maybe fire like on their side, but not to any real effect, as the tree really can't burn. So a lot of the books are still in really good condition. You're flipping through, you found that this tribe, these people, they wrote a lot about, like, their library wasn't so much about collecting knowledge from around the world as much as it was preserving the knowledge of their own people. So a lot of it is like autobiographies and things like that, lives of the people who lived here. Right, something that she is just like, romance novels.
Disgusting.
A lot of fantasy novels, a lot of things like that. Like, there isn't like a nonfiction and fiction section, it's all just here. And you're like, God damn it. And you start throwing your way through it, and you eventually get to like what appears to be a section where there was like books that actually hold information. So, one of the books. The Danger and Wonder of Rifts. That's one that catches your attention. The Danger and Wonder of Rifts.
Okay.
By Vincent Valnerath, in case you want to write the author, because why not? So you kind of flip through this book, and as you're flipping through this book, you see it has information on rifts, which are ways in which a person can easily travel from one world to another. Sometimes it's different planes of existence. Sometimes it's different worlds entirely. And you remember Draxia, I believe, mentioned something close to this before. Also, you know a little bit about it because you know that celestials are sometimes on different planes of existence and will sometimes use these rifts. Some creatures are strong enough to make these rifts, but they're very, very rare. If you remember from our other campaign, like things like that is what it's talking about. Like creatures that can like open it up, and it's like holy shit. Like that's a god tier shit to do. But there's some creatures that specialize in it. Like that's the only thing it really can do. But it's a very powerful ability. So that's pretty cool. It doesn't go so much into that, but that's probably something Astrid would be interested in. It's like, dope, this thing can open up fucking portals in time and space. Like, yes, please. But it doesn't have to say, it's mostly just talking about rifts themselves, explaining what they are, explaining where many of them can be found, which is a certain country way the fuck off from where you guys are. And it's where a lot of rifts happen and a lot of things come from, but it also talks just about the nature of rifts, the different planes that they go to, a lot of shit. You see there's a bunch of information in this book, you're kind of just like, so you can read that if you want.
Yeah, why not?
That's something that you can read, yeah. There is also what appears to be a book that just says The Adventurer's Spellbook is what it's called. The Adventurer's Spellbook. And it's a bunch of like common, sort of well-known spells, but ways in which, in case people don't know how to learn magic. So it's got a bunch of different shit in it that you can read if you want.
Yeah.
You may be able to learn some, you may not. It depends. Again, just kind of flipping through it, but that's another one to tuck away. And there's a couple of other books in here.
Anything on familiars?
On familiars and beholders and things? So, aberrations.
Well, even if it's just familiars. Because
familiars specifically.
Yeah. That's something I was also looking for, because I don't
I would say yes, like one book on it. And just about familiars. If you want, I can research more about them, and then I can, in between sessions, give you information about them. So yeah.
Okay.
Friendly Familiars and Where to Find Them is the name of the book.
I hate it.
Okay.
Well, all familiars are friendly, technically, to the people.
And we can find them.
Are there unfamiliars?
Now, I would like you to roll an investigation check.
Ooh!
As you are kind of searching actively through them.
Nat 20.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Oh.
Hang on 2 seconds.
Looks like I'm going to give you a pot of gold and a leprechaun, but you didn't get a nat 20, so no leprechaun.
2 leprechauns?
You missed him. He was there, but
11!
11?
He's now just watching you.
That's all you find. Oh, you hate
Oh,
that.
Can I look in
she
another
hates
corner?
that.
You hate that! Look how mad!
I want to go across the room and make another investigation.
Yeah.
check.
Oh, wow,
This is
what
your
an ass.
investigation check for the library, and that's what you found.
I'm feeling like I want to go to
Don't
the
be
library.
mad.
And you just get
I want
top
to
tier
burn
shit.
this place to the ground.
Okay, you start burning the books, but the walls don't burn because they're made out of... It's the most unsatisfying. If you want, you can have a Sarah Palin-style book burning in the center of the room. If you want to do that.
Look at what we're doing.
Isn't this good?
I want him to get in on it, so I want to tell him to start using his eye beams.
So you start like whatever, firebolting
Yeah,
or
I
whatever
have
some
some kind of...
kind of shitty cantrip.
Yeah,
You're like,
sure.
bang, bang, bang. And and he goes, for the first time, you see this like creature that looks like this smile and go, and he starts, and he just starts firing off telekinetic beams.
I'm gonna
This
pull up
is,
his
if
file.
there's anything that he loves doing, you can tell like, oh, he loves doing this shit. And he runs over to where it looks like there was actually one pile of books neatly stacked by a librarian, and he walks over, stares at it for a while with like an intensity, and just goes, and just blows it apart with telekinesis, and just and it sounds like awful.
I just watched the mic bar shriek
From the but you can tell there's like a noise emanating from him, and you assume it's a laughter, and he's like, it's
Yes.
awful. Everything about him is disgusting and terrible. He's chewing on books. He's having a great time. You're having a great time. So now it's just turns into you two destroying this already pretty destroyed place, but there wasn't too many people in the library. So not a lot of the blights got in here. So it's you guys are just fucking shit up. And it's pretty great. Especially because a lot of them are shitty fantasy. Also, what you have within this library, by the way, so you get the gravity of what you're doing, the entire, like, history of these people is within this library. And you are decimating it. Which I assume you find fucking hilarious.
We're now responsible
Yeah,
for
because
genocide.
The Greenwell
I'm
tribes-
about that insight check, so fuck this place.
The Greenwell tribe's
Fuck their
main wealth
history.
of knowledge rested in this library and in the Temple of the Teller.
Not
and you were just pissing all over their history. And it's
Literally.
great. Literally pissing. He's spitting on it. You're lighting shit on fire. It's great. It feels wonderful. So, putting white out in the books.
Poopy man.
Drolling on the. You come over and there's like a portrait of like one of the elven leaders, and he has a marker tied around one of his things, and
Good.
he's putting a mustache and like a goatee on
Good.
him, and just laughing.
So
to
he
himself.
doesn't have any rays that can set things on fire. All he can do is make things afraid of him, daze them, freeze them, or pick them up and throw them.
Telekinesis.
So he's just
Telekinesis,
throwing shit.
Yeah, that's what I imagine he's doing. And biting and spitting on things. So yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
So that's
Excellent.
fun.
So there you go. Esther, you get back down. A lot of these tree blights are now just standing here, like they're just waiting. It looks like, they're just kind of meandering around like they were before. And you enter. They kind of get out of your way a little bit. You kind of have to like get through them. Where would you like to put your teleportation circle? Like near the pool?
Further, as far away from the elevator, like behind.
Literally the other. You get to on the other side of the elevator is the giant tree one. Your tree is off doing something. So you.
If you guys can understand me, I have a. What are they called? I don't know what the tree creature's called.
Blights usually.
I have a large blight doing a small assignment for me. If you can understand me, he will appreciate helping, gather bodies and gore. But if not, I'm kind of just talking to myself as I'm walking across the room. But if not, I guess I'm just talking to myself in a bunch of trees.
You are. They're just staring at you. Some of
That's
them
what I
are.
thought.
Some of them are like scratching at the walls. Some of them are scratching at themselves. This is a place of like madness and strangeness. So you go over next to the giant tree. Now this tree blight's bigger than yours. He's pretty big, and you come over to him, and kind of next to him is where you start making this teleportation circle. So you make your circle. You exit the library feeling renewed and refreshed. You exit the bar.
No more.
You're drunk probably because this is kind of a strong thing, and you were like, "This is great." And as you leave, the Fine Blight's waving his hand, his like awful arms at you. He's still awful looking because he's sitting here doing this with like a twisted kind of head. There's a dead body here. There's blood all over the place, and it's like,
What a lovely place.
and you exit, and you feel great.
I guess I'm gonna take a walk down the street now.
You take as you're drunk, walking
Off
down,
the tree.
you have like a +1 to charisma because of the wine is olive rim, but you have like a -3 to your dexterity right now as you're like, fuck. And you walk down the street as you, let's enter another house. This house, you go into, the door is half destroyed. You walk in and you start,
Home.
you call out and you start walking around, kicking shit around.
Pissing on the couch.
And
Okay.
as you pee on the couch, I want you to roll a perception check.
Ooh, is that a nat 1? That's a nat 1.
Okie dokie. So you just whistling to yourself as you're pissing on the couch, and after you're done, you zip up.
Zip up my penis.
You,
It's fully around it!
you turn around.
Something about marriage.
Bacon and eggs. You turn around, and there is. That was from that movie.
Oh, okay.
You turn around, and there is what appears to be an elven man standing there, and he has a sword in his hand, and looks terrified and like disheveled, and just.
Oh! Hey. There, ma'am.
You don't know the difference. Shut up! You want them to hear you? Who are you? How did you get in here?
I'm here to save you. That's a holy couch.
You're visibly drunk. I want you to roll a deception check with heavy disadvantage.
Another nat 1, dude.
All right, well, nat 1. So he goes, wait, I know you. You're the human that came to our village. How are you okay? How are you alive?
Wow.
You have 3 seconds to tell me why you're all right.
Give me 4, please. Just give me
Fucking
4. I want to draw my hand cannon and shoot him.
I want you to roll dexterity against his dexterity. -3.
It's okay, I got 8 attacks.
I got a
10.
15.
I got 10.
So you, because you're completely trashed, you're like, oh, wait, give me 4 seconds. and he swings, what's 6 plus 5?
It's 11.
11, that doesn't hit you, right?
Nah.
So he goes, oh! and he goes, and you go, wait, and you trip over a thing, hit the ground as the sword goes like, and sticks into a thing, and he
I
pulls
want
it
to
out.
kick him as hard as I can between the legs as he's going for the sword.
Okay, roll strength. Because I'm not gonna make you roll.
Oh, that's a nat 20. plus 5.
Jesus Christ.
Why am I forgetting that?
You hit the ground, and he swings, and he pulls the sword out as you
His
kind of.
ball literally comes out of his pants. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you were a girl.
You're sitting there kind of like, and then you see the sword, you see the gleam in like the moonlight. You're like, oh, it's go time, and you kick him like there's like a sense of
A quick disconnect.
Moment of clarity as you're like, and you kick him so hard in the balls that you go across the floor, and you're like through like the garbage and the trash, and you're like, as he pukes all over the ground and falls, and it's like, it's just like, oh my god.
Now can I pick up the gun and shoot him?
Roll the hit. Minus like
This is gonna be good.
-3, I guess. Take -3 to hit every time. No, you know what? Instead of the minus, roll with disadvantage.
I
think that
I just
makes
got
more
17. I
yeah,
rolled a
fuck
17.
you, roll with disadvantage.
A 10, whatever.
Plus your
so
11.
21 minus 3. You fucking asshole.
You're seeing like triples of him.
I'll just choose one of them.
That one. and he goes, wait, it just explodes, and you're like, you're just completely fucking trashed.
I'll blow off the gun and put it back in my holster and then like bring myself up.
And you
It spins all.
pull yourself up.
What kind of sword is
You
it?
look down, you see that you didn't completely zip up, and you're like,
Oh shit.
my dick was out, and you put it back. And zip
That might be the first time I killed a man with my penis out. Or whatever that thing is.
As headhunter,
I'm trying to think. I feel like I did though.
As headhunter marks down a weird tally mark on
you
his
see
armor.
6 tallies.
There's
I had a
6 weird
7.
tally marks on his armor that he's marking down, and he's like, people are like, are those kills? And it's like, of a sort. Kind
Specific kills.
These are normal kills. These are my special ones. But killing with the dick out. So
It literally says that on my arm.
kill with the dick out. Kill with the dick out.
That's an interesting tattoo.
Death while dick's out. What?
Cocks out for.
Cocks out for kills. So you,
Okay.
All right.
you guys all, I guess, meet back in like the center of town or something. You with a couple new books. You shit-faced and dirty.
And probably covered in a little pee because
a little bit of pee on your pants.
off guard.
Yeah, a little bit of pee on your shoes and on your pants a little bit. And he looks terrible, and like a little bit of blood on his face from the head exploding. And you're fine.
Did you
You're
have
okay.
gunshots?
2. Yes.
Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
I'm not gonna follow up on it.
The only survivor. Tilmira.
He could have prolonged the
Kicked him in the balls so hard he vomited twice and shot him in the head. So,
Probably how you would have wanted to go.
I'm sure.
So what are we doing now, guys? Oh, as you do arrive, it's been maybe like, I I don't know, 2 hours or something. We'll throw a number out there because the city's kind of big to move around in. You come back and you can hear, as you guys are sitting there talking, you hear like coming from kind of down, almost like where the big staircase is that you walked up the city originally. So like down in the center and down around.
Your tree man's coming.
Doesn't sound like it's coming any nearer. It's just making noise down there and kind of like smashing.
Nailing it. He's nailing it.
Doing what he does. Doing what he's doing.
You guys want to start?
We should try to contact Traxia. Like with a Ouija board or something.
We can try that.
Is that how you contact gods? I feel like you guys would know this a little more.
Yeah, so far she's only really contacted you. She's
Yeah.
reached out to you when she wants something. It's never been a two-way thing, but do whatever you want.
We never
Give it a
finished our mission from her, so
Yeah.
that could be why.
Yeah, we're kind of...
We could ask her to
We
teleport.
still have
us.
stuff to do.
You're winging it.
We're doing our Vengeance tour before we go back
I feel like
to
she'd be
Carla.
happy with us though. Maybe she'll give us a treat.
That's why I'm giving her offerings in the meanwhile. Be like, we still remember your help. You've helped us, and we're working with and for you. So I said we get. I mean, we can try to communicate with her.
No,
but
we don't
otherwise,
have
let's get
to.
wine and then leave.
That was a stupid idea. You're right.
It's not a stupid idea.
No, you're right. Worst idea we ever came up with, besides your idea to jump on the boat.
Yeah, that was a
I
pretty
wanna-
dumb idea.
6th
Jeff.
level
Yeah.
telekinesis you off the
Esther.
tree.
Roll a strike check.
No,
I don't resist.
Just admit.
He slams you and you just go flying back like 10 feet. Like, ow! Because you're still, you're drunk. You don't even, you're like, fuck!
I'm on the ground before I realize what happened.
Yeah, you're already, what happened? Just looking at it. But it's a really nice night.
Beautiful.
And you land on the ground, you're like, oh shit, and you look over and there's the body of the cupcake lady
Oh,
you ate, who tried to give you poisonous magic
she did
cupcakes.
try to poison me.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Did she?
She
You
tried to
see
give me magic.
half of her
cupcake.
body
Oh.
is lying there, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember you. So,
And her
you
cat
guys
is
going to
just
get wine? Your
destroyed.
cat's gone.
Are you gonna be okay to travel?
Oh, I'm super duper.
What he said, but slurred.
More slurred than my normal speech.
Super duper. You bet. Hey.
All right, wine and we're ready. Knocking out this door.
He lets you in. All right.
Let's try something. Leave the door open. Come on out.
I can't. Well, we're gonna have to leave anyway, right? You're right. Might as well get this over with. Hold on, give me a minute. And you hear like a bunch of shuffling, ruffling around, and you wait for an annoying amount of time. He opens the door, and he has a bulletproof vest on. He has he's decked out in like full like kind of SWAT gear, and he has a big fucking awesome assault rifle, Winans assault rifle, and it's decked out. It looks so good. You're like,
It's gonna be mine.
what's that? Where's that come from though? Where'd you get that?
Yeah,
And
he didn't have that on the walls.
He comes out. He's wearing like a SWAT helmet and a like a ballistic like mask, and he comes out, and he has like a big backpack full of stuff, and he's and he peeks out the doors, and he's like, "All right, coast is clear," and he shuffles around. You know, like the shit's too big on him. You know what I
I'm
mean?
curious if the tree's not gonna care about you.
All right.
I
Well,
think
as long
he's
as I
fine.
stick with you guys, right? All right. Well, let's get some of my
let's
shit.
Get your shit and
Let's get
go.
my shit in there. So.
Alright, so we can.
You
Close
open it
it
up,
behind
and
us.
Winan starts opening up his things and starts throwing all
I
his
want
stuff
to
in
be
there.
pocketing ammo and shit.
Stealing from
Yeah.
him? Alright, I want you to roll.
Borrowing.
I want you to roll sleight of hand with disadvantage because you're drunk.
I'll say that's a 13, so 8. Sleight of hand, 13.
13. I rolled a 16.
Oh.
So he starts, put that back. He just points at you.
It's for me. Taking guard of you.
Then pay me.
How about
I'm a merchant running a
I'm not
business.
gonna escort you then.
They'll escort me.
No, they won't.
Yes, they will. What? What do you mean, man? We had a deal.
We never had.
Alright.
It's a living contract.
Take 2 boxes of whatever ammo
I
you
was gonna
choose
tell
for
you
free.
2
2 boxes.
2 special hollow points.
2
That's
cops.
60 rounds.
Damn it, those are expensive.
I could boost that 27.
Of an extra
2,
1d8 on his.
77.
Fuck me.
Wait, that's more, right? 70, 87. That's 87 special ammo now.
You sure you don't just want 2 boxes of no? Hey, you sure you just don't want
You
2
said
boxes
2
of
boxes of
no?
anything, good sir. I will escort you with my life now.
He's piling everything in. It's worth it. It's worth it. Warren,
Wow, that's
it's worth
great.
it.
87.
investment.
Hey, I only asked you for a rope.
Did you steal my rope?
I
He's
bought
so
it from
used to pushing rope.
You bought it from me, right? Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
throws it all in there. Any of you guys else want to try to steal stuff while Wine in his?
Hey, it worked the first
No,
time.
I'm just staring at him.
You're not gonna help him?
He's intimidated by your gaze.
You want to take the TV and recordings with us?
Of course.
Okay. That's why I'm charging you rent on the thing.
He puts them all in there. He puts another security.
Yeah, the more
camera in
space
there.
you use, the more you're gonna have to charge him when we get there.
He takes a tape that and puts it in a special lockbox and puts it in his backpack.
What was that, Arden?
It's my special tape.
What's on it?
Probably the next door neighbor
Secrets
getting
for the government.
changed.
No, what?
Gothic
Secrets for the
clown
That was the
government.
GF.
cupcake lady.
Yeah.
It is. Listen, fine. You know what?
Cupcake
Make fun of me
porn.
all you want. And he puts his shit.
It
in
is
there.
the Gothic Clown GF.
It's the. What is that?
You said it offhandedly as a joke, but it stuck with me as Winan's thing.
Gothic clown GF.
Yes.
Gothic clown girlfriend.
Is he putting all this in your little
Think.
box?
Yeah, with 3 C's.
3 C.
Gothic with 3 C's.
So he's throwing everything in there, and everything is in that room is. You're looking at it and you're like, that's a beautiful room.
If
It's
this
just.
man were to
It's
disappear,
just guns and weapons
do we
and
have
armor.
to escort him alive? Like, if he were to
Saying this out
disappear,
loud.
yeah.
Okay.
No, we're ready to go. Wait, did
Do you
you
have
say
a
that out
question?
loud? Did you say that out loud?
Nah.
He is on a fucking
Aaron.
razor's edge right now. He's so amped. This was already a pretty tweaked individual. He's just fucking spazzing right now.
That's good.
Okay.
All right.
What was the
What?
deal if we took him to the city that I get?
I don't know.
I'll make it up when I get there.
What was the deal?
Yeah.
The deal was that he, if you
Will give
help
me his
him,
gun.
no, he can make better equipment.
Oh, okay.
If he's in a place where he can really sell his shit better, he'll be able to make things for you at a discount. So,
Okay.
when you were like, "Do you have any explosive arrows?" He's like, "No, but I can make things like that." later."
Okay.
And he only had 3 kinds of grenade or 3 different grenades, and he's
Mhm.
like, "I can make more of those."
He had 2 grenades.
Yeah.
Useless.
Yeah. So you guys exit. You start making your way. Are we
Downtown.
doing it? Are we leaving? Are we
Yeah. Did you?
For now,
you
we'll be
did your
back.
little circle thing?
That's right.
All right.
Sure.
The goblins are. As you guys start leaving, the goblins are standing in the main road, and Sneak comes up to you, and it's like, "We stay here. I build more. Shoot, slash, go out, find more gobs. We bring here.
You're gonna need to find some female gobs.
Yeah. We bring sausage fest. We bring here. Well, shoot this girl.
Oh, okay.
We bring here.
So you can
Oh,
reproduce.
sorry.
What?
I didn't know that.
Really?
She goes,
Oh.
New day and age, I am what I am. And they go, don't gender me.
Can you reproduce?
Well, I think I've said he and her before for
Yeah,
shoot, but
really.
I don't remember.
whatever.
I feel like
Shoot
goblins
it,
don't
shoot
have
this
anything.
girl, sometimes say it's guy, sometimes say it's girl. Shoot decides.
Very progressive tribe.
Kind of. The goblins don't give a shit. That's what is about them.
If we find more,
there
we'll
are
send
no
them.
gender roles for goblins. They're all just kill, kill, kill.
That
If
is
we
a
find
rule.
more, we'll send them your way.
Yes, we will search. And thank you. I have gifts. So
I'm gonna give him a hug.
I want to
He
give him a
goes-
high five.
he goes into his bag. Let him give you your gifts first.
Ah,
Right,
goes
big
into his
dead
bag.
fish.
What's wrong with my high five?
It's better than
It's
your
disrespectful.
lack of.
Sneaks gifts.
Did you
Here
give
we
us
go.
our gifts? Yeah.
I remember that there was a whole plot line to the missing party that you guys killed. No one cares now because everyone's dead. In 2 days they died.
Oops.
Everyone who loved them is gone. Alright, so Sneak hands each of you a potion vial out of his little bag. He holds them gingerly, preciously. To you, he gives you a potion bottle. At first, you think it's a potion bottle because the other 2 are potion bottles, and he gives it to you. It's just a bottle of vodka, and he goes, "This is potion of dizziness." But it's an old vodka bottle, and it looks like it's not vodka in there, but some sort of moonshine-ish type thing.
Swish.
Yeah, something different that they made. And he's like, and you can see it's very dear to him. For you, he brings you this sickly, disgusting-looking shit inside of a vial, and he hands it to you and goes, "This is potion of puke."
Thank you.
And he gives it to you and pats it,
Oh.
and he turns to you, Alex, and he goes, "Headhunter." You can hear him more. He can speak Goblin to you. "Headhunter, you are a very good friend to me. You helped me out of jail. We beat up a lot of bad guys. You saved me, and though my tribe is dead, a new tribe will live. As goblins, we lose, but then we gain more. And it is thanks to you that I am able to stand here." And he flex, and he says, "I will make this tree my home and our home. Thank you." And he gives you a vial, and he goes, this is a potion of slipperiness." Gives you this it looks like a bunch of oil in there, and
Baby oil.
but as you move it, it doesn't move like sickly oil. It's like it is like fast kind of moving, and you're like, okay, that's a vanilla potion. I didn't make that up. That's a real potion.
Can I add that into my inventory?
You can. It's on D&D Beyond. You can just
Okay.
find a potion. I think it's like a rare potion.
Okay.
Is mine on there?
Nope. Your twos I made up, and I will give you the stats. Yours, Jeff, as you look at it, the bottom has like a little piece of tape, and it says "Do not drink" with like underlined, and you're like,
Who wrote that? Did he write that?
no, it's written in common. They probably stole it from people, but it's written in common. So like, who made that?
Why?
Yeah. Yours was definitely stolen and then made as you kind of sniff it, and you're like, oh god. And
Does it smell flammable?
Oh my god, is that flammable? Probably
right.
so much.
What
It's
did you get?
incredibly powerful, like grog alcohol, like orcish alcohol.
Moonshine.
Sort of. Yeah, really
Kerosene.
potent moonshine. That would probably make the nastiest Molotov.
That would make
cocktail.
you go blind.
Yes. And yours is potion of slipperiness.
I got
Alex.
vomit.
And as after he hands it all to you, he like kind of stands there, jittery and excited, and he goes and he hugs Headhunter really hard, and he goes to hug you, Esther. Do you let him hug you?
Sure.
He hugs you, like he's hugging your leg because he's like only 3 feet tall. And he goes to hug you, Astra. Do you want to hug him?
Sure.
And he goes and he hugs you, and he's like,
Oil,
and he just seems very excited. And happy.
it's oil of slipperiness. There's no potion.
Oh yeah,
Right.
I think so. Yeah,
Well, drink.
because you can slather your body in it. That's what. That's one of the things you can do. You can pour it all over the floor. You can put it on like another creature.
Sticky, black, thick, heavy, and the container flows quickly when poured. The oil can cover medium or small creatures along with the equipment it's wearing and carrying one additional vow is required to be said.
It gives you like freedom of movement. Like gives you
You're
plus
like the
movement.
greased up deaf guy from Family Guy.
Freedom of
basically-
movement.
You can like across the floor and shit, and like, or put it on the floor and like have like a bolt, like basically.
Save that for when we fight Carla again.
Every time she.
I'm gonna save that for some late night fuzzy feelings.
Oh, okay.
Little dab of oil of slipperiness.
I can't stop.
We're all sleeping in the same room.
Can't stop the friction.
Punching the inside of a mayonnaise jar. What is that?
Guys,
All
this
right.
is amazing.
So
And there it goes.
this is so.
Uh-oh.
So.
I'm sorry. I swear it's not normally like this.
So the goblins bid their farewell, and you leave the Lacuna Tree, the dead city of Elmira,
We're living.
destroyed and decimated behind you, feasted upon by bugs, torn apart by tree blights and the like, and left in this horrific, corrupted state. And as you start walking down the stairs, making your way down this massive tree, this long, winding stairwell. It takes like an hour to go. As you start going down one part of it, you stop and you see the tree blight with its hands dug into one side, its feet rooted into the tree. Nice and easy because it's all just wood, almost like fuses with it. and you see it pulling bodies off, slamming them, and you see like a spike of wood go like it's
so
almost like
cool.
a giant nail gun.
Yeah.
That it's one nail per body, just right through the center, and they lay there, and it stops and
That
it looks
is
at you
awesome.
and and you're just like, awesome. You can't quite see it from here, but you start making, because at the angle, but you can see the blood just dripping down all over the place,
Yes.
and you start making your way down, and it's all different elves, the soldiers, the common folk, everybody. And as you make your way down at the end, you start walking as Winan is like leading you, and as you're walking away from the tree, you turn back and you can see this massive form. It was like in a large clearing, so you could like really, see it, but it's almost too big to see the full extent of it. But the moon shines upon it. The moon's like on this side, looking upon the tree, and in the glistening moonlight, you can see the tree blight crawling away from its work, crawling back down the tree. Essentially, maybe back towards you, but it's crawling down the tree, and what it's crawling away from is a massive symbol of Draxia, put into the tree in the bodies of maybe close to like 70 or 60 elven people. The tree probably took a couple of trips, and it's just dripping with blood. You can see it down onto the steps and seeping down, and
Perfect.
it is a beautiful, morbid fucking thing to look at, and something that you're sure she would be very excited to see. And with that, you know that your work was done here, and you make your way towards the city of Valinar, the city for beggars. And do you guys want to take a quick break?
Yeah, sure.
Real quick? Okay.
I'll stop recording just so we lock that in case it crashes again.
Okay. Oh, yeah, good.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
See the lava lamp? What do you think?
It's not a lava
It's a glitter lamp.
It's a glitter.
Yeah.
It's like some.
But,
You know,
all right, ready?
sometimes you just gotta.
We'll start from there. We'll cut that out.
No, that's all going in.
Literally.
Please don't do that. So, you guys are making your way through the now dark and terrible woods of what was once the Greenwell Forest, but what is now probably
Blackwell.
going to have a... what?
Stop. Blackwell. Because it's green, now it's all black and dead.
I guess so, yeah. Deadwell Forest, something like that.
I like Blackwell.
Black Dead Forest instead of
No,
Greenwell.
Black Dead.
Why can't you just
Like a lot of the trees
change
are black.
Evil
color?
Dead.
Evil Dead
The
Forest.
Evil Dead Forest. Oh man, I love that. Well, not yet. The name has not stuck, but if you guys want to call it the Evil
We'll
Dead
start
Forest.
just calling it.
So, and especially if that's where your base of operations is, in the Evil Dead Forest. So, we'll take these guys away because they're no longer here.
They're dead.
Thank
Yeah,
God.
they're dead.
Fucking
These goblins are
annoying.
dead. Hey, these goblins are dead as fuck. So
we're gonna come back. There's literally gonna be a statue of me and 300 goblins,
So,
and they will be in Spartan armor.
I do not have a real figure for Wynham, so
Use my old figure.
I'm using I need something special.
Use my Generation 1 figure.
No, he doesn't look like you. Looks confused.
He's in tactical armor and got a gun.
paint stuff, Amanda. Why are you just switching my things?
So switching.
She's switching my things. She hasn't touched these boxes. This is your stuff, Amanda.
She's always defecating your
Why are you
boxes and
doing
just
my-
leaving them
why are you
places.
Like a
switching
cat.
my things?
It's like a cat in a litter box, but the litter box
It's like a
changes.
cat and a...
Yeah.
Meow.
Yeah?
What you got
Can
going
you imagine pooping in somebody's shoes? That's a good get back.
Get back. It's a good get back.
Wynan is leading
Oh,
the
so
charge.
you'll use him.
That's
That's
actually pretty perfect.
So Wynan is leading the charge here.
Who
leading
painted
through
that?
the
That's
woods.
nice.
Yeah, I did. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Let me just leave that there. Leave that open. I might use that.
You can't see the detail.
So
Don't worry,
as you
guys. I do custom work. $69.69 for any figure painted. I don't care how big it is. It could be the size of a car. Same price.
Same price. Take me 6 weeks. Same price.
I mean, maybe I'll add 696.
I mean, I'll only use the same
9,
amount of paint as I use
6.
on a mini, so.
It's just like
Just more water to
It's
it.
very well done. It's a perfect square. So, as you guys are making your way through this dank ass forest.
Dank.
It takes a couple hours. The sun has risen now, and it is day, though it is hard to really see the light through the
Our
thick
shards.
canopy of. Though many leaves have fallen, it seems like the actual branches have grown more, and it's just more sticks and more twigs branching off that like chokes the sky from you.
Are there
Uh,
eyes in the forest?
Well, it's daytime now, so no.
Are
Now
there
it's just an
daytime eyes in
eerie,
the
awful
forest?
place. There are noises, though, and as you walk through this sick forest that once was vibrant with life, you can see the casualties of this change. You see a deer that is now ripped in half, and looks like it was feasted upon by a couple things that just
I love
left
deer.
there. Some of its meat is still on the bones, and they just whatever because they're chaotic evil, and there's so much prey
Free meal.
that creatures just you can hear every once in a while the yelp of a creature or the howl of a creature being torn apart or like finding a fresh kill, and it is a very noisy forest but noisy with death
Bad stuff.
of good animals that were once so thick and populating this area are now basically being set upon by things that have been living and hiding or living under the ground and living in fear of the elves are now rising out to start to
Are there
destroy
antelopes?
people. Antelopes?
Yeah.
Not in the woods.
Deer?
Probably in like a... Do you mean
No.
deer?
Deer.
No. What is
Antelopes?
the rabbit with horns?
Jackalope.
Jackalopes. Are there jackalopes?
Are there jackalopes?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Because they're
You
evil.
don't...
No,
Those are
because-
kind of like a legendary animal that not many people find. Let me tell you this. If there was a jackalope in this forest, if there was a jackalope anywhere, it would have been in the Greenwell Forest because it's such a welcome to the magical forest.
Mm-hmm.
But right now it's probably inside of something's stomach.
I have to
Or
save the
being
last
crushed.
jackalope
Why?
because I have a weird obsession with jackalopes.
Roll a survival check for tracking.
Nat 20 and my survival's +7, motherfucker.
Wait, no, it's been a couple hours. You're not drunk anymore. So, give Miss Jackalope.
I might have
So,
a jackalope.
You
Have I only rolled nats today?
so
Yes.
No, I rolled a 13 and an 8.
Headhunter decides that he needs to find a jackalope, and as you start and searching the ground all around,
I saw him.
you're looking around and you find
Cocoa
some,
Puffs.
you find some rabbit tracks, some
Cocoa
pretty
Puffs.
big rabbit tracks as it was making its way through the forest, kind of running away from the
Downtown.
half torn apart deer. It looks like maybe by the tracks, because you rolled that 20, by the tracks here you could see that it looks like the deer and the rabbit were having
Fighting.
some sort of get together, some sort of maybe a conversation or something, when something set upon the deer and the rabbit. There was a scuffle, and the rabbit narrowly escaped off to the left into the brush.
I'm gonna go straight after the
Okay,
tracks.
Headhunter leaves and starts getting off the trail. Winan notices and is like, What
So-
are we
Alright,
doing?
I follow him.
What the fuck are you doing? And he starts following with you with his overloaded trash stuff. You guys start, Kay didn't expect this, you guys start following the tracks of the rabbit randomly in the woods, getting off the trail, which is bad, and going deeper into the woods of what was once the Greenwell Forest. As you make your way, I want you guys to... No, we'll save it for a minute. The sounds of the forest are still vibrant around, and you reach what appears to be another scene of another scuffle, and there is what appears to be a family of rabbits, and it looks like
Normal rabbits?
normal rabbits, and it looks like these rabbits were in a hole that was dug out, dug completely out. They had nowhere else to go, and they were torn apart, and they're feasted upon.
Oh, they're dead.
Yes, dead. Feasted upon most of them, and bits are still left around and left in a pile, or just scattered around. And by the tracks here, you're trying to discern what happened. I want you to roll. How many of you are giving a shit about this?
So do we
he
know
is.
what they
I'm
look
imagining
like,
he's
what they
in it
are?
to win it.
I
but,
want a
what's that?
jackalope.
Do
to
we
be
know what
honest.
they are?
She
what
has
they
a
look
stupid
like?
meatball
jackalope?
thing with
Yeah.
that shoots
Everybody
lasers.
knows. You guys all know what a jackalope is the same way that we all know what a jackalope is. People have talked about him. It's almost like if he said, "Are there unicorns here?" You all know what the fuck it
Oh,
is.
they-
It's the
it's
same level of
different.
fictional creature as a unicorn would be. That's why they are in Red Dead Redemption.
There's a whole
Are they?
thing
Yep.
for them.
We killed one in the very beginning of the game. We saw one in a cutscene. And we were like, he wasn't supposed to be there, and he ran behind us, and we were like, huh! And after the cutscene, Amanda turned around and just blew it apart. And then we were like, yes!
Those things are.
Do you have your phone?
Sure.
I'm gonna send you this.
Are you guys interested in finding the jackalope, character-wise? Because I want to gauge if you are going to be involved in the
Well,
story or not.
I want a companion.
You're going to roll survival. You roll
Okay.
survival. You just roll survival. I'm seeing if you guys roll survival as well.
Have you said anything since you started this, or did you just stick your
He
nose
just
to the
fucked
ground
off.
He
and-
should.
Nope.
So then we're just following him, I guess.
I don't know. What are you doing?
I'm getting a jackalope.
What?
I just got 13.
So, fun fact, in WoW, you can get a companion pet that is a jackalope, but it's invisible to everyone else.
God damn it.
So no one knows that you have it out except for you.
That's okay,
But I
as
want
long
you
as
to
I
know what, because they have things about them, just so that you know.
God damn it.
Because if you're gonna do this.
Yes, that's
Okay,
fine. That's
okay.
fine. That's fine. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, alright, so he's not saying anything. What did you roll for survival?
13.
13? Okay, so on a 13, from the tracks, you can discern that. Actually, I should have told you what the other creature's tracks were too. There's something big, big paws, wolf's paws, but large, dire wolf size.
Could
So
I
you
get a
s-
dire wolf as a companion?
So you assume that a dire wolf had fought these things and was going off. But again, wolves usually eat the fool they're killed. They don't just go killing. You know, whatever this wolf is, something is wrong with it. It may be rabid. It may it's sick.
A werewolf.
No, these are actual wolf paws.
Oh.
Werewolves would be longer fingers. So as you, even though, are you even proficient in survival? You just rolling?
Survival is a big thing for my character.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so then you know this. As you reach here, you see that the tracks, the dire wolf did show up here. It dug these rabbits out of it, but it was led here by the jackalope. The jackalope, from what you can tell, went to the hole. Perhaps it was trying to warn its fellow rabbits.
Or lead the monster into cannon fodder so he can escape.
Perhaps.
That's how jackalopes think.
Okay, that's what the headhunter now believes. So, okay, if that is what you're coming across, then yeah, the evidence does also support that narrative. But the jackalope, as you're looking around, as the wolf was feasting, it seems the jackalope had escaped upward into the woods. Kind of following the trail that you guys were going, but off into the woods still. And it seems that the wolf did follow.
I'm gonna take off full force forward.
Okay. Just taking off full force forward. He's off.
Running.
He's into the brush. He's got his gun out, I guess.
I follow.
Okay, you guys follow. Wine is like, can anyone tell me what we're doing? And he's looking around terrified.
Actually, okay.
Just
if he
give him a
dies.
second. This might be we might have something here.
Oh, right. And he flips on goggles that have two laser pointers just all over. And the guy actually has goggles. So you go on your way, and as you make your way through the brush, again, still following the tracks, I want you to roll perception. All of you, actually.
16.
16?
Third, oh, that's wisdom. 10.
Okay. Astrid.
12.
Okay. Nope. So,
Wait, perception.
you make your way, and as you guys make your way all the way around, you find what appears to be
13,
the
I'm
tracks.
sorry. 13.
Okay.
That is perception.
That's fine. You find he got a 60. You find the tracks lead to another. It's not in a clearing or anything. It just looks like another scuffle, but it looks like the ground was freshly
Oh.
smeared around, like
Someone
something
try to cover tracks.
got rid of the tracks. Yeah, you just can't tell, and it looks like if anything did escape, it fucked with the ground all around in the area. So I want you to roll. I want you to roll a I want you to roll a survival check again.
All of us or just Alex?
Are
$22.
any of you helping him at
I'm
this
kind of
point?
curious.
Okay, so roll an investigation check because you don't know what the fuck you're looking for. Astrid doesn't have to if she's like, this is dumb and stupid.
24.
Can I roll it at disadvantage? Because I'm just,
Yeah, roll it at disadvantage for being your heart's not in
What
it.
is it? Investigation.
Investigation. What'd you get, Jeff?
24.
22.
5.
Fine. You two are like, and like he's down in the dirt looking for the tracks, looking for broken sticks. You don't know what you're looking for. So you're looking for anything that can clue you into some sort of danger, whether it be an animal or maybe, what would Esther think that he's looking for? Like escaped elves, animals, monsters? Like, what do you think? What would Esther's mind
Probably
go
like a
to?
bandit, like a pack of bandits or something.
So you're looking more for humanoid signs, something that looks like intelligence rather than animals.
I have a question.
And yes,
So my gazer is an aggressive vermin eater, and often small creatures looks for small creatures.
is he
you know what I mean?
really?
Yeah. So
Can he roll a check?
do
Do
you
mean?
want? Is he looking for anything?
Go ahead,
How's
roll
he-
roll a d20 with advantage. Does he have survival at all?
What is survival as a thing? Hold on.
It would say
Hold on.
he get it's under special traits.
It's
I
wisdom.
believe.
It's wisdom. So I'll just roll a wisdom.
Yeah, roll it with advantage.
A word of the wise, if he does try to kill my companion ever, I will kill your companion.
Vermin are a specific kind.
Okay.
It's like small. Like if you have a jackalope, yeah.
Oh, so yeah, I will kill him.
He
in
would
a
probably
heartbeat.
try to kill
No
him.
hesitation at all.
But he listens to me, so it's fine.
Okay.
So he rolled a
Under your feet, Amanda.
19.
Amanda. Under your feet is the
Other
under
foot.
your left foot.
Other foot.
He rolled a 19.
Yeah.
All right. Well, these two rolled like a 20, whatever. So upon searching, you can see that whoever did this covered their tracks fucking well. I mean, this place is pretty well done. You can tell that something there's small drops of blood that seem to have been missed, and as you kind of sift through the dirt, you can see that some of the dirt had actually been clumped up, and there had been blood here that has been mixed in with the dirt. It's impossible to really get the spatter of it now, but you can tell like something was covering up blood and tracks that are gone at this point, but you can kind of but hard to tell really where it went.
That's a little more interesting than, you know what I mean? Like, the jackalope's not the one covering this up, so that's a little more
What's
interesting.
going on?
Yeah.
So, and you, since you're looking for a different kind of thing, you start looking and you see that the trees have been gored a little bit, like cuts in the trees, and you see that they're low. They're like low to the ground, but you see like distinct, like, you know what I mean? Little slashes in the trees. And as you look at them, and you look at some of the trees nearby, you can see that it was marking specific trees in a direction, in a path. Something was marking the trees so that it would be able to find its way back here if it needed to. And people often do this. Hunters will do this. People will do this. Bears will do it. Bears do it, I think, just to fuck with their claws and also to maybe mark their territory or something. But like, yeah.
Look.
Oh, markings.
Yeah. The gazer. As you guys are doing this, the gazer. And it looks at you and goes, and fucks off into a random direction in the woods.
Oh, we're following.
So Astrid starts following her gazer. Whinen goes, "Where are you going now?" And starts following you.
He's following me.
Winen's following you as you guys start going this way into the woods.
Is she going in the
the
direction
path-
of the marks?
Nope, the marks go this way. Astrid is already walking because she is following her shitty little gazer, who is the entire time going,
Follow the
I don't
markings.
think anyone has
Yeah.
said in this party, I love the woods. Where
He's
did
making
that-
fun. He's making
where
fun
did
of
that come from?
like storybook adventurers, like fairy tale people.
I'm gonna go into the woods.
I prefer the witch house. With the markings, so you're splitting up the party. Esther, where are you going?
I'm following Alex.
Okay,
Oh.
splitting the party. Let's do it. Okay, so let's get to you guys first. You guys start making your way following these markings. As you follow the markings and you're looking around, it seems that all the ground has been kind of fucked up and dusted up. And then there is a thick layer of like leaves that have fallen, and a bunch of the leaves are crushed.
Well,
So it looks like something had gotten off of the dirt and was purposely sticking to the leaves and making its way. About the size of the crushed leaves, it would have been the same size as maybe like a human foot would have done the same. So would maybe a whole jackalope. So would maybe a wolf's paw. it's all kind of the same, so it's hard to tell really. But you can find a solid path.
Yeah,
as you
I don't
go
want to
through.
be walking on the leaves. I want to be walking
No, you're looking
yeah.
at them and kind of like staying to where the leaves have not been disturbed. As this all kind of happened recently, a lot of the leaves are still, and twigs and shit are still kind of fresh.
I also
from,
want to
like,
keep
the
an
dying
eye out
trees.
for any type of tripwires or anything.
Okay, very good. Roll both of you just roll perception as you make your way. Kind of check for traps.
13.
13. 11? Okay. So, okay, you're doing okay. And you do actually notice that not too far up ahead, there is a small thin vine across one of the trees where this path goes directly through.
I want to hold up my hand and then like point to the vine.
So you look at the vine, and as you, Esther, you follow the vine, you follow it up until you can see that it is a spiked, like, you know what I mean, that would have come through and gored you about waist level, definitely big enough to kill or really hurt a dire wolf, kill a normal human, really hurt you guys. Just a kind of thin tree branch, or tree trunk, but with spiked pieces of wood at the end. And you can see that it's loaded, but the tracks go right through it. So whatever it did not disturb under it, so whatever it did, it almost went over it. Like it knew that was there and avoided it.
I want to go over it.
Okay, so you guys step over it. As you do, and you kind of look around, you got hip to that. You look around and you see that there are like one more over there, one more down there, another tripwire and more traps. And you're like, okay, you have now entered something's territory that has laid these traps here. And this was not like recent. This looks like this had been here for a little while. So something before the corruption must have laid these traps here. And you make your way further into the territory, and as you start walking, you can hear a howl of a wolf. Perhaps a dire wolf's howl. Let's get back to you. Astrid.
Mm-hmm.
What's that, your heartbeat? Astrid, as you guys make your way, following your shitty gazer, he when he has nothing to make fun of, he will just make those noises.
Okay.
Look at that cheese. And he makes his way. He goes over. He stops at a tree. He looks at the tree. He goes, and he keeps going because he's not impressed.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of is following his nose. You can tell. And as you go, Winan is just scoped in on everything because he doesn't know what to expect, and he's terrified. And he's really starting to piss you off because he's like, clear. No movement over there. Right, clear. Shit, it's bad. And he's talking constantly because he's so nervous.
Okay. So give me 1 second. Let me just
You have two.
reread this real quick.
Oh, what you rereading in there?
no.
What's he building in there? Why did he got hurt?
Yeah, I just realized you guys left somebody alone with Astrid for more than 10 minutes.
Take care of it.
Can
He
I?
died. What do you mean he died? He's inside out. He inside outed. I don't know.
He fell.
Listen, he's too annoying right now, so I'm gonna try to use dominate person on him.
Oh god.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, you can do that. Oh, I did give you that ability. And it's person, and that's what he is. Let's do it. I thought you were going to hurt him, but
No.
in a manner of speaking, I'm going to make him not himself anymore.
This is what we're looking for.
We're all... It's the cutest bunny.
No, I'm not gonna hurt him because he's Alex's gun person.
Thank you.
Okay. So what do I roll?
Oh, I
You don't roll anything. I roll.
Oh, you have to beat a 16 wisdom.
That one.
So let me ask something. Does a 10 beat it? Does
No.
a 10 beat him?
No.
So what are you using on him?
Dominate person.
Okay, so as you're walking through the woods, and
Now he's part of my hive mind.
as you're
Oh
walking,
my god.
Jesus. Oh, you have zombies with you, don't you?
I forgot about the 3 cools.
You have 3 horrible
She's
ghouls
fine by herself.
following you, which he's very uneasy about.
Yeah.
And as you're walking, he keeps going, "Hey, shit, what was that? Oh, it's nothing. What's that over there? It's good, it's fine." And he had the audacity to hold his hand up in front of your face when he thought that he heard something. And there was something there. It was like a snake or something, but it was like 10 feet away. And he goes, "Hold on," and puts his fist up, and you almost run into it. and you just go, boom, and slam your staff, and he.
I want to tell him to cover me silently.
Yes, ma'am.
There we go.
And he's
Still
now
looks better.
scoping through the woods, and you see his eyes.
He'll be fine.
He's there. It's still him.
Yeah.
But there's something wrong. But you like it because now he's listening to everything you say. Is there anything that you want him to call you?
I gave him a
Okay,
new
Mom. Mom. Thank you, Mommy.
I gave him his confidence back.
Oh Jesus, she is fucked up. Okay. So as you now kind of enjoyed it, and you notice that your gazer has stopped a bit ahead and is looking down at something from over there and going.
What's he looking at?
And he's making like a crying noise, like.
What is it?
And as you make your way around, you see that it is a dire wolf, but it seems to have been like punctured
I'm
with a
gonna
bunch.
get your companion.
It's dead as shit,
Oh,
and it's
okay.
punctured with a bunch of spears in it, like wooden little wooden spears have been shoved.
Little
through
wooden spears?
it.
Like
that
goblin
big.
spears?
Kind of the size of goblin spears, yes, but they're not goblin spears. They are of a fine make, so something crafted them well.
Gnomes.
And they have
Leprechauns.
speared leprechauns. Leper, you didn't find its gold in the library, but you've given you a second chance. So it has been
Didn't know
killed
they're so violent.
and left here, with a couple of the spears jammed in it, and it looks like they were trying to get him out, but they couldn't, so they just left him, and it has like 2 or 3 spears still in its body, and a bunch more. It's blood all over its mouth.
I want to turn to my gazer and ask if this is what he was smelling.
Yeah. Is this what you were smelling?
Is there any sign of Alex's jackalope around?
You don't even know that's what he was looking for.
Yeah, he said it.
Oh, did he?
Radio.
Okay, I forgot you guys do have radio talkies. No, only this dead direwolf, which you can have that if you want.
Wait, we're looking for jackalopes?
The ghouls start going towards it, but you can have a dead fucking direwolf, which is pretty sick.
How though? Am I allowed to
Sounds
do
Raise
this?
the dead. I don't know. Can't you raise the dead?
Hold on. Does the zombie thing work on that?
I will. I'll tell you what. I will definitely allow zombie animals, because what the fuck bastard wouldn't? Are you kidding me? That's an asshole DM if he doesn't let you. If your DM doesn't let you have zombie animals, he's an asshole.
Small or medium
robots?
corpses. It
Yeah.
doesn't
Robot
specifically
DM.
say they have to be
I think they're technically large. We'll say they're medium.
direwolf. And they can be skeleton or zombie.
Yep. So you want a skeleton? I mean, he does have spears sticking out of his body, and he's all bloody and fucked up. So he's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, he's a large beast.
But I can't have a zombie direwolf for a
Can
companion.
you raise zombies?
No,
Then shut up.
but she can.
Then
You don't want
go
magic.
train a real direwolf. I don't know what to tell
If
you.
it's a zombie wolf, I'll be okay with magic.
You do see it's got blood and foam all around its mouth. You assume it was rabid or something.
Oh,
It looks sick, and this fur is patchy as well as all the blood. The patchiness looks kind of old. It looks like a sick
Oh,
direwolf.
sure. You know what? I'll do it. I'll bring him back.
Okay, so you look upon the direwolf and you're like, awesome, and you fucking raise an undead direwolf.
Yeah, have this be like the first time I'm trying this on an animal, like
Oh,
to
you're
see if it
experimenting.
works.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So, yeah, I'm gonna say that it does and can work.
Okay.
I mean, necromancers with dead animals isn't a totally rare thing, but you probably weren't sure if it would work on such a big badass creature because direwolves are
Not
fucking
supposed to.
hardcore. So you look at your staff, and you look at that, and you try to raise him, and you see at first nothing, and then as it stands up, just bones kind of cracking as it stands with the spears sort of, as it moves its musculature, the spears are moving around its back, and it rises up to its feet, just... You can see almost the rabidness is still there, as it was the last thing it was experiencing in its life, and it's still there with the frothiness and the blood coming out of its mouth, and it hasn't yet rotted.
Like a
really,
strawberry
it's freshly
shortcake.
dead. But so you have a freshly dead, blood-soaked fucking dire wolf with spears coming out of its head. As well as spikes, because they have like their spine protruding usually.
Are there any
Spike
like footprints now, like to indicate?
Oh,
Yeah.
roll survival.
Okay. 15.
Ooh. Winan rolled a 17. So
Ooh.
Winan is actually going to, while you start looking, he notices that you're looking, and he starts looking. And you find that everything has been brushed away. It looks like something was covering its own tracks here. And the only thing that's here is like the seeping blood of the dire wolf. But you're kind of looking here, and as you look here, you see that there's another like dead small animal over there that was actually no. You look over and you see hanging from one of the trees is a bird caught in like a long kind of spider web that was sort of catching it, and you follow it up and you see like a large nasty looking spider kind of curling over. Definitely part of the corruption that has happened. And you follow the tree and you see that there's a couple of more starting to come out, and they it looks like maybe it was brought here because they knew it would have been eaten by other bugs and shit, and you're like, ugh. And you see that this is kind of like where the corruption is really getting bad over here.
I want to pull out one of the spears from the wolf too, so that I have it to when I'm gonna go back to them.
Okay, you pull it out, and Winan goes, miss, and he picks up a small, again goblin size but of fine make, so perhaps more gnomish, glove, like a little leather glove, and hands it to you. He is on fucking point now. He is actually
Better
like,
than he was.
He's not scared.
I made him better.
He's not scared anymore. That's because he has a job to do and he needs to do it.
I understand aliens now and all the alien movies when they take us over.
This is so cool. So that is what you found, and you're like, You two. Do you radio this? Do either of you guys radio anything? Or
I'll
just
let them
hunt?
know what I found.
All right. So as you guys hear the wolf like, "Ooh,"
Definitely
like
no.
howl, and you're like, that's a fucking dire wolf howl. You radio in. What do you think?
That we found a dead dire wolf full of small spears and a small glove. And
Gnomes?
the ground is all
What are we dealing with? Gnomes? Goblins?
small enough for a goblin, but it's very neat.
Ornate. Gnomish, if you will.
So we got gnomes.
We got no.
Did you pack your underwear?
What are we looking for, by the way?
Jack elopes.
Wait. Excuse me?
It's okay. You wouldn't understand.
We're looking for jackalopes.
His breath smells like alcohol. Even though he's completely sober now, he still stinks of it.
So,
Great.
any more tracks up ahead?
Jackalopes.
Okay,
I
so
want to start heading their way too.
do you guys want to wait for Astrid as she's
Sure.
going to regroup? Okay. You don't?
Yeah, well,
Yes!
Alright, so you regroup with Astrid as she shows up. Both of you roll perception.
Is she there?
11.
13.
I'm sorry, Astrid, you roll perception too because you're there.
Okay.
And roll for Gazer.
Jesus, 12.
Holy shit.
What's your
did-
passive
what did you get?
perception?
11.
12.
What did you get, Alex?
13.
What did you get?
12.
And what did the Gazer get?
Oh shit, I got out of him. I don't know. He rolled a 6.
Okay.
So.
Winan got a fucking nat 20. So as you
Oh,
guys
he's awesome now.
as you guys are all sitting here kind of like slowly moving forward, looking around, Winan is looking around and he stops and puts his gun down and he goes, "Wait, hold on." And he flips like his visor down and oh, that's night vision. And he switches it back and he flips a laser on his like thing and shines it up on a tree. And as he moves it across the tree, you see that the laser gets shorter and like it's on something that you can't see.
Mm.
He's moving it along an invisible surface, and he goes, "There's something up there, invisible, magic. They're probably watching us."
Do we go loud?
Don't look at me.
You know, I can't.
1 second.
So what are we looking for? Should we
You
go
hear
loud and
again the bone-chilling howl of the direwolf not too far away, just...
fight? So there's another one? Well, if she has one, then...
It's coming from this direction, though, from the direction...
Didn't I have
that
a stun grenade or no?
I don't know. If it's not in your inventory, it doesn't exist.
Well, I didn't know if
You might have
ever
used
added it.
And took
Maybe
it away.
maybe I used it. Alright, well, where he pointed his laser...
I feel like cards would be better for you. If we, like, made you cards for grenades and shit, I think that might just be better for you to have.
Yeah, me too.
But what do you
Oh,
think?
you know what? I want to use my bow, my
And then we
quiet
use a hand
bow.
of back.
I want to use my quiet bow and shoot where that divot in the laser was. An arrow.
So you want to see as soon as it starts moving, you take your your super silent one,
Mm.
and you aim for that area, and there is no noise as the arrow leaves this fucking sick looking black bow with carved animal skulls in it. It just not even the sound of the wind. The bow doesn't make any noise. Like there's none of that. It's like he never shot it. And when it sinks into the wood, no noise, and it just like it would be as it sits there. No sound, just a fucking arrow, and it's a normal arrow, but it just was so perfectly sent that it just.
So
And that's
just
the beauty
it
of
went
this.
right through whatever into.
Nope, it's stuck into it. So there's an arrow now just sticking out.
I want to cantrip a firebolt at it.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie. So, you step forward and just fire a firebolt right kind of where the arrow is, and it kind of explodes, and you see it catches fire onto both the arrow and to that surface, and you see the fire start to grow, and you then start hearing panicked voices, high pitch little voices.
Oh.
And I don't know.
We just wanted to sell you insurance.
I don't have any things for this. I want, as soon as you do that, Esther, I
Yeah.
want you all to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Really gonna fight nuns, huh?
Oh, I mean, you attack them.
15.
11.
Looking for a jackal.
Didn't expect. I had Valnar up and ready to roll, and then it's like, can I find a jackalope? Can you? Wait,
I mean,
can you what? I love D&D. I love it.
Well, we could fast travel.
I'm just gonna use knights because these are the ones I have all punched out. So they're very big gnomes.
We
I'm
can just
sorry,
fast
you know what?
travel to Valnor after this, so we don't have to wait.
That's not how D&D works. D&D
That's
is
exactly
all
how it
about the journey.
I don't want to sidestep us. We could just stop looking for this jackalope now and go to the city.
Later, gnomes. Set your house on fire. What are you gonna do?
We hate humans. This is why we hide.
There's only one human with us. Oh no, now we have two.
2, okay?
Okay. Alrighty, so as you boom blast it, you see the magic fades. It was like an illusion of sorts. Basically like hallucinatory terrain, except they did it just to make it look like sky. It wasn't like they made it invisible, because it would have stayed invisible. But as soon as you thunk, boom, it was too much. The illusion was dissipated, and now you see a little tiny tree city, kinda, but small, like a tiny one, like a little
Ewok village.
Ewok fucking village up in the little bridges and things, and you see what appears to be like smaller humanoid creatures in like They are wearing kind of like leather gear, and all of them have little brown leather like triangle caps. You know, like they're gnomes. They're gnomes. They have
They
gnome
are
hats.
They look like straight up garden.
They're
gnomes.
garden gnomes, but all like brownish color
Oh,
because
they're
they're in the
garden
woods.
gnomes.
And they're all, some of them
Large
have like the
gnomes.
big bushy beards. Some of them are clean shaven, and they're like attack. And as the ones up there
They're so cute.
start to like fire arrows, a bunch of them come out of the brush and start attacking. And I want.
Oh, go on.
Don't forget I have 3 ghouls.
And a dire
What's
wolf.
up?
And
Oh,
a dire
shit,
wolf.
I forgot about. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Don't you have all the zombies?
Yeah.
Oh wait, we have a dog too at home we could bring in.
What?
A dog figure.
Oh.
Don't
What
worry.
are you talking about?
I also found a homebrew sheet for a zombie dire wolf.
Google.
It does 3D20.
You have 3 ghouls and a dire wolf.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the phase spider for the dire wolf because I don't have a dire wolf. You know what's funny? Every time we go into that store, I'm
I
always
know.
like, I would love the dire wolf, but I'm not gonna throw him at you.
But when are we ever gonna
Silly me! Let's go find a jackalope. I should. You know, it was my fault, guys. I should have expected.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of a bad DM.
It's
not
kind of like
expecting
an
that.
obvious fucking thing. Like you're always looking for dire wolves.
Always trying to hunt dire wolves.
Always trying to hunt dire wolves.
I mean
So you have-
jackalopes, not even dire wolves.
You have these gnomes coming at you here, and up in the trees. There's like 4 of them, just like firing arrows at you. I'm gonna roll for them. Okay. So I would like for initiative 25 to 20. Okay. 20 to 15.
I got 15.
Okay. Anybody higher than 15? No. All right. So Alex, roll real quick.
2d8.
Roll a d20 right now.
12.
I got a fuck. Okay, you beat me. So, headhunter, gnomes. All right. 15 to 10.
11.
Ooh. Astrid, Zoms go right after you. And
Died.
okay.
Oh, do I have to roll for the gazer, or does he go with me?
The gazer goes with you.
Okay.
Your turn is long. It's Astrid, zombies, and gazer. Because I'm not going to control them. I'll let you have fun with them. Oh, and because what you've done, Winan goes on the same turn as all of those.
Oh, I forgot about him.
He will either do his own thing.
Oh,
If
good
you go
thing I fucking
protect
did that
me,
to him, or else he would fucking lose his marbles.
yeah, he would have been panicked. But he is stone cold, locked on to some people. All right, so first up is Headhunter. What do you want to do? You got fucking gnomes coming in, and they have kind of crude weapons. They have bows and spears and stuff. You can tell they're woods gnomes. They're living out in the woods. They probably lived a very peaceful existence. A lot of them are very like still kind of like clean, even though the corruption's starting to hit. A lot of them are like, they look good. Their clothes are nice. They're well kept. They're not like dirty, even though they're living in the woods. That's probably going to change soon. Even if you don't murder them all.
I'm gonna whip out my AR and
Okay.
take aim at the
It
first
feels so
of the
wrong.
first 3.
You are intruding on their territory. They're terrified of you.
Where are
But
you
yes,
bo-
go on.
This is all for a jackalope.
And the first thing you do is throw fire at their...
I want to take aim at the 3 closest to me and fire 1 burst at each.
Okay, so probably these 3.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm gonna roll 3 times a hit.
All right.
12 plus
Do you wanna
11.
get
Does-
closer
so
on them,
First is 23.
Oh, can this see?
Wait, wait. Oh,
Is that
yeah,
good
yeah.
enough? Or
I
your
think
call.
it's good enough if you're watching it.
First,
Okay.
That's
first
fine.
to hit is 23.
Yeah.
18. And then 20. 11 plus 15. 26, let's say.
All 3 of them hit.
Yeah.
All of them were over
All
20,
right.
right?
So yeah,
Yeah.
on the first gnome, it's gonna be 2d8 plus 5.
With an AR.
So little gnomes with sticks come after him, and he goes, throws his other thing back, pulls the AR off his back, and just just locks and loads and ready to murder.
So on the first gnome, it's 4, 6 plus 5, 11 on damage for the first gnome.
Okay.
For the second gnome,
And you're just ripping into them. The first one gets the bullets smash him,
16 on the to hit damage on the second one,
and it catches him right in the eye, and he's fucking gone.
and 18 on the third one.
And and it just he rips his body in half as he's fucking dead. The other one, it was 11. You seem like and he comes at you anyway because you were attacking his people. So that is your and that by that point this gnome reaches you because now it's the gnome's turn. Unless was there any movement that you wanted to do as this one is charging?
No, I probably would have just posted up and shoot. out.
You shot him first, and as you're reaching them, he's going to reach you.
Okay.
Also, I want all of you to roll dexterity. Just straight dexterity.
Oh, damn it.
13.
4.
1. Not a natural one.
Okay. All of you are going to take, because of the arrows, all of you take 9 damage as the arrows kind of like either wing you or hit you or what have you. Jam into your armor, and it's like, shit! And throw it down. So yeah, Astrid is so fucking protected. You're just in a circle of death around you. So this gnome is going to attack you, Alex. The gnomes all they just start charging in and attacking. So I went, Alex, this one comes running in, and he goes to stab you, and with the, what's 8 plus 5? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13? He and jams it. You don't even move. You just stand there. He jams it into your armor, your like ballistic vest. Yeah, your plate armor. Just and he and looks at you as you just.
I don't have a reaction, right?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. No.
No, I think only rogues have reactions.
It would say it on your
Okay.
on your thing, like you can use, or if you have items.
Okay.
One of the things that I can put on. She has an item with reactions.
Okay.
I have
That-
spells with
I didn't know how
reactions, I'm
that
just
worked.
learning.
So.
Yeah. So he stabs you. It does nothing. This one comes up behind you, and because you are being attacked, he doesn't get advantage.
It's an
That's a
ambush,
9
right?
That's a 19 plus 5. Yeah, but he has roguish shit. So this and 6, 9. So another one. This one jams you. You're like fuck. The other one, boom, jams you in the back of the leg with a knife. Does 9 damage. As you're like, oh shit. These little things are just attacking you. Esther, this one looks a little bit more. He actually has like metal, and he looks like the actual like warrior. And he comes running up and starts swinging swords at you.
Oh, okay, that's how you want to play it.
8 plus 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Does a 13 hit?
No.
Okay, so boom, one attack misses. Natural 1. The next attack, he slips and bonks his head on your knee, and he's like, ah! And then he swings again with an 18, so
Yes.
that hits. So he and sings, and it's like, oh shit, and it digs into you a little bit. So that is going to do...
55 damage.
Wait, I'm rolling the wrong dice. I'm rolling the wrong dice, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I've been
you
rolling. No,
were.
I've been rolling d8s instead of d6s.
Yeah, I know.
So he does
47.
8. No, he does 8 damage
Okay.
as he and you're like shit as he stabs you. These two come running up. This one starts attacking your gazer with a stick with a little
Don't
knife.
let that happen.
It's a knife tied at the end of it, and he's just swinging it around at the gazer. Does the gazer have an AC? And does an 18 beat it?
Yeah.
Okay. So he and swings into the gazer. How much health does your gazer have?
13.
Okay. Well, he does 6 damage.
16.
So and the gazer goes. He slices the gazer, and he goes, ha ha, die! And the gazer goes, ha ha, die! And like makes fun of him. And this guy is going to run right up to you, Astrid, and attempt to just spear the shit out of you with a staff. 15 plus 5, so 20 hits you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. So he and stabs you with the spear.
Can I do a reaction?
Yes, you can. What would you like to do?
So apparently I can use the spell as a 1 reaction.
Your armor also has reaction. It reacts whenever people hit you, if you choose.
So I'll do this though. You point a finger. The creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. The creature must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 17.
Alright, so it takes 2d10 fire damage on a failed save.
Well, it rolled a 17. Did that not save?
It takes 2... Oh, or half as much, so 1d10. Which one's a d10?
The 80 or the 9 stuff.
Oh, what a clusterfuck this is. No area of effect spells,
He
please.
takes 10 damage.
Takes 10 damage?
Yeah, in response to that.
Okay, so you kind of light him on fire, basically.
Yeah.
He's like, and he kind of backs up and he's like, burnt, like, evildoer! And he's very upset with you.
How much do I take?
Oh, you take 8 damage.
Okay.
Yep. And don't forget your armor
And you
is
drop
based
to
off
0
of getting
HP.
hit.
So
So the minute you get hit, you
does-
can,
Does that do it too, or?
if you choose.
Okay.
Do you want to use that too?
Sure.
Okay. I think it is the pinchers. Because the tail is
It's a
just
melee, right?
Yep, he used
So
melee
the
against
pinchers are over the breasts, and then on the reaction,
shit.
It's
they come
over her
off
clothes.
and-
It's over her
okay.
clothes. It's armor, so you're not going to wear it on your bare skin. That's
So-
terrible. What if it's cold out? That would just be like cold metal on your skin.
Skyrim people do it.
Yes, they do.
So I can.
So do anime people do it.
So I can
Comic books.
reduce the damage by 1d6. So that's reduced by 3.
So it's 5.
Yeah. So let me
Jesus,
add 3
nothing.
back up there.
And
Hang on. And if the target is medium or smaller, they must make a DC 16 dexterity saving throw.
8.
dead.
He takes 2d6 damage.
Oh
I
dear.
love D20s.
So he takes 5 damage and is grappled.
Okay, one of the pincers comes off from the armor, and he's like, and it just grabs him and picks him up, and you can see it's like it gets longer than it should, like the
Ew.
little arm. It gets like,
It's like a tentacle.
because it was supposedly made from the armor of a giant scorpion, but giant scorpions are really big. But you can see it like grows a little bit bigger as it's holding him, whereas the other one's just kind of smaller. And he's like, and he just snaps his neck, and it just drops him as the 5 health is, just enough to
Oh
push him over.
wow! Okay.
Yeah, they're very weak. But this one has swiped at your gazer, and your gazer's like, meh, and all pissed off. These guys are just attacking your zombies, who have turned around to start squaring off with them.
Okay. Let me pull up pools.
And
their AC.
a couple of more are starting to come out of the bush towards you guys, towards where the village is, from where the village is. So, now it is Astrid's turn. Oh, dear God. Let's do this.
Okay. Let's have the gazer go first, I guess.
That's too many. I don't need this one. I can just keep reusing.
Are you Astrid? Or are you the other one? Sorry, I just scrolled away from
I'm
you.
Esther.
Esther. Is that a weird question? Esther.
No, their names are
Astrid?
pretty similar.
What about Lester and Tasker?
But you've been playing with them for
and
a while now.
Over a day of gameplay.
Asshole Strid.
So.
That's you.
Alright.
That's me.
So, on the one that attacked him, the first ray is dazing ray, so he must succeed a DC 12 wisdom saving throw.
11.
So he's
He fails.
charmed by the gazer.
Oh! I'm so sorry!
He has disadvantage on attack rolls and his speed is halved.
Oh, I'm very slow now.
And he does it again, so...
Well, I'm extra slow and extra dumb. He's drooling. The gazer is pissed too because he got hit. So he's just boom, boom.
he could
Zombies.
have bit, but whatever.
He bites onto the face of the gnome, and the gnome starts running around.
Slowly.
Slowly. Oh!
I'll have the
I'll have
two
you know.
ghouls
Yeah.
attack the ones that are in front of them.
Boom. Do you want to roll for the ghouls, or do you just want me to?
So
Because so far we've
it's
just
a-
been like, they go, and they're just at it.
So it's an attack roll because it's melee.
Okay.
So one of them rolls a 16 plus 2. The other rolls a 14 plus 2.
Yep, they both actually get it.
Okay, on a hit, it looks like it's 9 damage, 9 piercing damage.
Okay, so they're both just biting at the gnomes. They're like, and like keeping them back as they're tearing into their like arms and shit.
Yeah. I don't think they are the ones that do. Are they? I'm not sure.
Nothing infects, if that's what you mean.
No, that's not what she means.
None of these zombies infect, but they can grapple. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
All right. And what about these?
So the
And whining. Jesus.
I forgot about whining. You can control whining because I don't really know what he can do.
Okay.
Um,
That's fine. Whining's gonna start popping off shots at anything that gets near you.
the wolf though, I'm gonna have him, I guess, run up to that one.
This one's attacking Alex.
Yes.
Headhunter. Okay.
And bite.
Let me tell you something. You're not gonna have to roll for that.
Not even to hit.
That's a dire wolf. You're good.
Okay.
This is what I mean. If we want to like make it faster, I'm gonna go. I might even be like enemies always hit and because then your AC doesn't matter. I'm gonna make it like maybe your allies always hit just to make it.
You go,
You know what I
girl.
mean?
You go, girl.
So like zombies go and they'll just come here you, and unless they get destroyed, they're gonna probably hit.
So I destroyed him.
So boom, the dire wolf is tearing apart this gnome.
Okay.
And he is screaming in agony. Actually, no, he's not. It just went right for his throat. And
Okay.
there is no noise.
Collapsed the windpipe.
There's just awful gurgling. Okay.
And
And Winen is popping shots.
for me now, since there's a whole mess of new ones, right? So I want to cast Sickening Radiance, which is a 30-foot
Oh, dear.
sphere.
Where do you cast it? 'Cause it's
So
gonna-
I want it to end touching him, but not
Touching
not Esther.
me.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
And that seems to be where they're coming from anyway. So
Sweet Caroline. That's so unnecessary.
Oh, what is this? Bugs?
so it's Sickening Radiance. So
Big
it's
puke.
radiation.
Just kind of guess it that way. It'd be cool to get like little
Those-
plastic.
Oh, dude, that's a
Plastic
Sharpie.
Or I should get. Stop doing that every time. God damn it. Every fucking
Well
time.
done.
Always,
He
he
can't
always
wait
gets
to.
me every time.
So
You didn't spend $25 on this.
they have to make
hate
a
this.
Constitution saving throw of 16.
They made it actually. 16.
You're gonna roll all of them for one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And
if
one
they
for all.
Do anything
One for all.
then.
That's how Jennings rolls. All right, so they're just like.
Well, don't they take like half damage?
No,
They
not on this
do.
one.
They do.
No, they'll have to do
They
it
all
again
die.
if they're still in it.
Yeah.
So is that your turn?
Yep.
But you did put it on where they're like villages up here, so you hear like, and where any more might come in.
So they're
coming in from
glowing.
this direction.
Any of them that are affected
I
by
say
it are
gnomes could be real,
glowing.
but they're
Awesome.
camouflaged
Wynan
in real life.
is holding position because none of them are immediately threatening you yet.
Okay.
He's gonna wait until things get a little bit closer. Right now, everything is being attacked, so he's just sitting there, lining up shots, waiting, kind of like waiting for your order. Unless you want me to assume that he's, because you said watch my back, right? Protect me.
Yeah, and I don't know what he can do, so I guess that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's just waiting. Okay. Esther.
So is that female-looking one in front of my brother? Is that a gnome?
How dare you assume?
This is a gnome. They're all gnomes. All of them are gnomes.
I didn't know if that was with the zombie or something. Alright, then I'm going to do similar to what Astor did, but with Insect Plague, and focusing more on my character's left to cluster around those three, but end the circle of it, hit the one.
These three?
Yeah, and then it's going to overlap here a bit.
So how big is that?
It's 20 feet, and I don't want it to hit me or my brother.
5,
So
Oh,
just
wow.
get them.
That's a nice thing you ever
10,
did for me.
15, 20.
Ooh, I have pizza.
whatever.
Oh man, he's bigger than me.
Boobies. Alright, so, man, you guys are so mature making boobies on my map. So as they're standing there, you just, the one is that attacked you with its thing is,
Get out of here while you still can, human.
oh, actually, no, 'cause you don't look like a human, right? You're straight up drowsy.
Get out of here while you still can, dark elf.
And just raise your hand and just bugs. And because you are in this sickly, nasty forest, that is like intensified. The bugs are worse than you remember. What's the DC that they have to roll to survive this?
So insect plague, Constitution 16.
Okay.
But they take damage no matter what.
So they're gonna roll a disadvantage. Well, that was a 7. So they failed. The next one was a 16, so we'll take the 7. So because the insects are more nasty, because of the nature of this place and the corruption, wretched things come crawling out of the dirt and out of the trees. It's almost like you called the real bugs that are around here to come fight. And they just start swarming these fucking things. And what's the damage?
It's gonna be
Roll that shit.
5d10.
Oh dear God.
3.
Well, that's what insect
12.
plague does?
18. Let me just
That's 5d10? That's what insect plague does?
24.
Probably at the level he's casting
Holy
it.
shit.
31.
But they're dead as fuck. They're
How do you
so.
disintegrate it?
You killed. Let me tell you something. You killed these 3 as the bugs feast, tear them apart. Some of them carrying them away. The one that attacked you, a huge beetle just.
It's
and
like a
he's-
tornado, but it's bugs.
But it's bugs, vicious, biting, nasty bugs. And now, Alex, this is happening right behind you. So his headhunter gets stabbed. He's like, "Ow, shit!" He turns around, and you see like a centipede, a big ass centipede, come out and pull that one into the dirt. And you're like, "Oh!" As it just and gets sucked into the dirt, dying. This one, as massive,
He's in the eye of the storm.
he's coughing. He starts glowing, and he's like, "What?" And the bugs, like moths to a flame, go straight to the one that's glowing and just pinchers out, start ripping him to pieces as they. It's almost like as they fly by, chunks of him are just missing, and he's just and just
gone.
being torn apart as they rip him to pieces. There are ones that were other gnomes that were in the brush out here as they were coming in, and you hear screams from in there as the bugs start eating them alive too. You killed basically the reinforcements that were going to be on their way in this new area, like what these ones were. You just basically nipped that in the bud because AoEs are the best. As you just so like, how dare you?
I'm a drow.
This was an '84 Honda.
How dare you?
How dare you? Headhunter, your turn. As the screams are happening and these ones are being attacked. Or these ones are sick. These are being handled by the zombies. These are the only 2 that are pressing immediate danger, and they are advancing.
I'm gonna move to the right of my brother 1 block. And then I'm gonna take aim at those 2.
I love the gun.
And shoot 2 rounds. Do I know which one looks more damaged, or it doesn't really matter?
They're both equal. They're not hurt.
I'm gonna shoot
They're glowing though.
two rounds into the guy closest to me, and 1 into the guy further away.
All right, you get advantage to hit them because they're glowing.
Okay. I feel like I don't even have to roll. But, all right. 15.
Is that a real thing, Amanda? Is that in there?
What?
I'm just gonna make that a thing. If they're glowing, you get advantage to hit them because they're fucking glowing.
Oh, for my
They're
thing?
sick though, so
That just
it
makes
sense.
sense.
So
yeah.
20, 15, 25, and
Alright,
21.
You have to beat a 16.
Yeah, but okay, I'll roll again.
Well, you never know. You might get a crit, and then you get
That's true.
your grit back.
Alright, 16,
Well, they have
21, and
exhaustion.
25.
You got him.
Hit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. It's a 16 AC, so with
So
your pluses you hit them.
They can't go invisible. I don't know. That's the thing.
It was just a hallucinatory terrain.
Okay.
That was
Alright,
their
I'm just
thing.
gonna roll damage. D8 is this one.
Who are you people?
11 plus 5.
Leave us.
16 for the first shot.
Fucking as you rip a hole straight through one of the gnomes, and he just.
I guess I don't have to take the
slams to
second
ground.
shot on him.
Nope.
6,
Nope.
10, and 15 on the second shot.
and you, as you slam, his head explodes.
Oh.
Nothing is left but his bottom jaw with his big
And
beard,
his tongue.
and his hat goes and lands onto the bottom jaw, and just as he slams to the ground.
So I guess I get to save a rat in a chamber.
Well, there's more over here.
Oh.
I just want to like turn and just go
Alright.
for the next.
Let me roll to hit.
The gazer is on this one's face. No. You
Shoot him in
still
the
you
stomach.
still use that hit.
Then I'll shoot him in the stomach.
And you. What's the damage?
10.
With the damage that the gazer has already done to him and is doing with his mouth, you just and the gazer lets go as he goes, no, and the gazer goes, no, and he dies and spits on him because he had the audacity to hit him. The ghouls are tearing these two apart. You're not going to have to worry about them. They are actually feasting on them mindlessly
Good.
and ravenously.
You sure you don't want it?
I ate an entire pie by myself. Please take it.
And that is when you see.
Continues the streak. Sorry, Evan. Alex always fucking eating pizza while we're playing D&D.
I think someone commented
Yeah,
on
There has to be a video where I don't. Please tell me there's a video where I don't.
There's over a day of gameplay of us doing this series, and you were eating pizza.
24
every
hours
little-
of
Please
pizza.
tell me that that's not true.
It is.
It's true, buddy. You
Oh,
eat pizza
Jesus.
almost every single time.
I have a problem.
You hear
Someone pointed it out.
Yeah.
you hear
Wait!
and one of the gnomes emerges. He's up in the tree village, and he goes,
We yield!
I say.
and he
Ooh, can I take these guys as
And
my
he's-
minions?
he's
Or
coughing
slaves?
in this sickening radiance that you have. He goes
Please lift your spells!
as he's standing.
I thought we don't know how to.
Sorry, buddy. It's sort of a
I can let you know when it'll
It's
go.
China.
sort of a permanent deal.
It lasts 10 minutes.
Oh, good God! we yield!
How many are you?
Take. Now?
I need to recount.
We only number about 30 now,
Okay.
but we can see that we are outmatched.
As those were our best.
They were our strongest warriors.
Please, our chieftain wishes to speak with you. If you will
Come
if you
in.
have mercy on us.
Maybe in 10 minutes.
We will give you any gold that you wish.
I turn off the bugs.
As he's looking at that nervously, as they're in their contained area because that's where they're swarming, but some of them are like
Just hover.
Doing a finger as they fly by.
like they want
Step in
pulling
here.
out closer. They want to get him so bad, but they're like, oh, because the magic is keeping them there. And you disperse them. And as they fly away, some of them like take bites at him, and he's like, "Ow!" And he has like a little barrier that he's putting up to like, "Oh!" So yeah, so that goes away. And then
We will speak to your chieftain.
Of course. Oh, God, this is awful.
as he's glowing,
Kill me.
the glowing radiance.
I will lead you around this way.
He leads you around the sickness as he comes down. And you see he's a little tiny gnome with dressed in like the it's almost like the scales of some sort of like reptile, like maybe some sort of like big
Is this
lizard
what
that
he
they
looks
killed.
like?
Yes, and he has a little book and a
Let me see
scepter.
him.
Oh Jesus!
I want to use. Oh
I
my
kind of
God.
want to kill him now.
Lesser restoration on him to get rid of the radiation shit.
Okay, so as you walk by him as he's leading you, and he's like, and you see him glowing. You put your hand on the back of his head, and he's like, oh God, no! And he
It seems you are merciful, travelers. Thank you.
I backhand him.
Heal.
Oh, good Lord.
As you guys follow him, he leads you a little bit further. You see that the tree city goes up for a couple more trees. It's not very big. He said there was just these guys and like 30 more.
We're gonna climb up there, then your ass is gonna fall through the wood because of how much bigger we are than them.
Destroy their house.
So, do you? It looks like he's leading you up like a spiral walkway, stairs. Looks like it's way too small for the dire wolf. Do you want to leave the dire wolf down with your
I have
zombies?
wolves, yeah, they can hang out down
Okay, so all the dire wolf and the zombies are just hanging out as you guys walk up in this.
That looks so awesome. I gotta say right now. That group
This?
all together, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
So you start walking up with Winan's very close to you, Astrid, as that is where he's sticking now. And you guys start walking up this stairwell. It's a little small for you, but you can make it. It's fine. And they're sturdily built. So you make your way up, and he leads you to upon one of the trees, or in between two trees is a large hut held kind of aloft in the sky, but it's between two trees. And as you enter this, it's definitely like the chieftain's hut, and it has it's like hay or like tree branches and leaves and shit for the roof, wood. It's all wooden and shit built, and almost like tribal kind of, like the goblins, but nice,
ornate.
Yeah. Yes, like pretty, and you can tell that there was a lot of care and time built into this, whereas the zombies just found, or the goblins just found shit, and there are
Looks like you have a standoff with Astrid. Sorry.
What?
Looks like
I'm just pointing a gun at her. And as you enter, there's like antlers all over this thing, designing it. And as you enter, you see it's a dimly lit sort of hut with candles and sconces and torches, and like incense burning in the front of this big dish. And sitting upon a chair is the incense.
Sandalwood.
Yeah, it's a sandalwood smell. That's a good one. The sandalwoody smell. And as you enter, there are a couple of other gnomes. Like, you assume all the rest were like in their homes. Like, oh my god, are we all gonna die?
Shutters closed.
Oh yeah. Some of them were peeking out as you guys were walking, and it's like, no, honey, stay away. And they shudder. And they're sitting, or standing in front of the chair is a large, or not large because he's not, but a like thick little gnome with a big bushy beard, and his hat is the same like leather, but that like, because they're wood gnomes. And he goes, "What brings you here, travelers?"
We're on the trail of a creature while we were ambushed by your men.
I think that's what happened.
You are on a trail of what creature? And we did not ambush you. You attacked our village.
No. We were following a trail of jackalopes when we nearly lost our lives because of traps you've set out in the woods haphazardly.
Because the traps you set out in the woods haphazardly.
I will kill that thing.
You kill that thing.
He spits on the lizard.
On a gnome.
He's making fun of me, but spits on the gnome.
Yeah. And he... So you seek the jackalope, do you?
I do.
And what will you have with this jackalope?
Everlasting friendship and companionship with a creature I know so little about, but care so much to learn from.
So you come here seeking knowledge and friendship, kinship, but you attack us viciously.
I was only defending myself.
You threw you spit fire at our home.
It was self-defense.
I can only expect the worst if something's cloaked in the trees above me, and I've already seen traps.
We put the traps to keep out things like that.
And he points out the window towards the zombie direwolf, who's staring up. Like, they moved from their little spot and are directly under the tree, like, waiting, like a pit of hungry moths.
Like, if they fall...
Oh, if any of the gnomes are down there, like, you don't even have to tell them to eat them. They're just, like, done, and they'll tear it apart. They're just waiting down there.
They're actually very friendly down there.
If you've come for a jackalope, then you must speak with our true chieftain.
Oh, Jesus.
And he...
Who are you, then?
I am the second in
The
command.
Wizard of Oz bullshit.
You bring me to talk to the second in command after we defeat you in combat? I should kill you all right now.
My name is Dombly Schnuggums.
The Domley Schnuggums?
Dombly, with a B. Schnuggums.
I don't even have to write this down because I don't care about you.
And I will allow you to speak to our chieftain.
Can we kill this guy?
The chieftain's gonna be the
Alright, let's talk to the
he
chief.
moves out of the way, and you see an empty chair sitting before you, red pelt from some creatures, on a wooden kind of throne. And he goes, "He wishes to speak with you, chief." And you hear, "Very well." And a cloak or a kind of curtain moves, and in hops a jackalope up onto the chair, and he sits down and goes,
Jesus Christ.
I hate where this is going.
"You wish to speak with me,
My
human
God.
man.
What is it? What is your name?
Does anyone have detect magic?
It's a squeaking jackalope.
My God.
No, but
This is literally a wet dream right now.
My name is Vandus.
No. Mm-mm. This isn't real. This is a fever dream.
Vandus. I don't know how to spell that, but I'll try. It's Vandus.
Why is it that you come here seeking me, traveler?
No.
Has the Fae sent you? Has the High Court sent you for me?
The High Court has sent me.
Then make a deception check. You fucking
8.
Have you the seal of the High Fae Court?
Do I have any type of paperwork on me that could pass off?
Don't you have disguise kits?
I think that's only for me.
It would like take him an hour. Be like, hold on.
He wants to
See,
see.
I have a mustache.
He wants
now.
to see the seal of the courts.
Of the High Court of the Fae.
I wonder if there's anything in that in my bag of holding that I could use.
Hold on.
Do it,
You
yeah,
still
try.
digging through
Yeah,
shit?
I want to look.
What do you have in there?
Well,
You
no.
have guns and
I have
ammo.
a gold.
He randomly got this. Who knows what was in there
Yeah,
before?
that's a good idea.
Where did he randomly get it from?
I don't
The
remember.
big
Holy
the
shit.
holders.
Done.
Yeah, think
Two.
about it and try to pull something
Oh,
out.
right. So
I want
there-
to just think
there
of
might
a
be just be
very
random shit.
ornate sealed document. and-
Okay. Let's do this. All right. So you think of exactly what he said.
Yeah.
A seal from the High Court of the Fae. And you're hold on. Let me just. I know it's in here somewhere. And as you think of it, it locks onto the word Fae,
Mhm.
onto the Fae,
Oh,
which
God.
is
Oh,
a whole
Jesus.
different realm. You actually, while flipping through the Rifts book thing,
Yeah.
you remember it saying something about the Fae like realm.
Mhm.
It's like, okay, whatever. That's another place that exists somewhere.
Mhm.
And you pull out what appears to be this beautiful, like crystallized looking, like figurine of like a humanoid, but it's all crystal, and it's kind of like got like long arms. It's like a poorly made human-looking shape. Like the arms are too long, but the body's kind of thin like a human, and it's all made of like jaggedy kind of crystals. And you're like, that's it. That's all that
All right.
is anything to do
I
with the
pull
Fae.
this out and I say, "Is this good enough for you, Vandus?"
Your threats ring loud and clear, human man. Where you stole that from must have been one heckadoo of a battle.
That it was, and that's not a lie.
And we have seen your strength firsthand. These are peaceful people, and I wish no more ill will upon them. If you are not from the High Court, and obviously you're from somewhere else, and if you wish my head or my antlers as bounty, then I give them willingly as long as you let these people live. Please, the woods have become sick, and they will have a hard enough life here. I wish them only life and peace.
You have to
Got
have him
you
come with
something,
us.
yeah.
No, don't kill him.
I'm not gonna kill him.
Okay.
Why do you think I'm gonna kill him?
Are you listening to what he's saying?
Yes, and leave the gnomes alone, and I get a rabbit. I mean, is that an insult, Mr. Jack Rabbit Bond?
Bunny is like a racial slur.
Yeah, really.
Not really. This was never. It's fine.
I want to learn more about this thing. Okay, let's see. Do I have any treats for you? That I
Do you have treats for this probably smarter than you creature?
Come on, Bond.
You have to act like a pet for me, or I'll kill your friends.
I should. Okay. Okay.
Oh my god, the worst pieces of shit you guys have ever played. This is great.
I want to walk up to him and just give him a light hug very carefully.
Please do not touch me.
I'll kill your
You will-
friends.
Yeah, I'll kill your friends.
Do you say that?
No.
He lifts up one of his little paws.
No.
Please do not touch me.
He looks.
But as
He
if like a
looks-
high five.
He
or
looks like a more
High five.
rugged version of that picture that you said. He's got the two little antlers coming up.
He's a bunny.
Do you want to high five him?
Yeah, I want to like just touch hands with his paw.
Very well. If this is a sign of our agreement, that you will leave these people.
How
alive.
large is he? Oh, I'm sorry. Go on.
He's like a large rabbit.
Like,
He's a
is
big
he up to
rabbit.
my knee, up to my waist?
What's like a no, not waist.
It's like
Come on,
a
that's a
Doberman.
massive rabbit. I would even say sitting
I
down.
don't know, some
he's
rabbits get real big.
They do get big. He's probably up to your knee sitting
Okay.
down. He's pretty big, and his
Okay.
antlers go up a little bit higher. He's got grand looking.
Like,
antlers.
if he were to full on sprint at a humanoid, he could take out the groin. Like,
Oh, he could take
decimate
he could
private
take
areas.
your dick and balls off.
Okay,
Absolutely
That's
off
what I'm looking
with
for.
those.
That's
Yeah,
all I
they're-
need in a companion.
They're pretty good. But he says,
If this high five, as you call it, is a symbol or a sign of our agreeing to this agreement, I want you to say that you will not harm these fine fair gnomes.
I will not harm these fine gnomes, and I will give them 1,000 gold for their troubles to rebuild.
That is very generous of you. Can you assure the same peace from your companions? They seem awful.
Guys, I know this is going to be hard, but let's not kill any more gnomes today and leave them in peace, and I get to keep this rabbit, and we can go travel to the town where this guy's dad works at so we can kill him.
Very well.
I don't care about these people.
Okay, don't kill him though.
You get it very well, and I don't care.
That is the deal. And I want also
Indifference is just as important to me. I would like these good people to remain under the radar as much as possible. If they could scratch a living out of this place or be able to escape it, that's fine. Please, if you could also tell nobody.
I have a
they're
feeling
here.
the spiders are gonna get them soon anyway.
Please don't say that in front of them.
So we all know it's true, but don't say it.
Danley is terrified of spiders.
They were big.
I am.
So you actually a jackalope?
We can talk about this some other time. If I am to leave with you, I need only to say goodbye to my people,
Oh, yeah.
and I will be with you
That's fine.
shortly.
Inside check.
At that point, we can.
You really want to
So
ruin
roll
this for
one.
me? I have a talking
He could
jackrabbit.
be-
You want to ruin?
He could be a guy.
If he's a gnome, I will literally
He could
suffocate him.
I love you, man. This he sneezes and turns into a human.
Nope. I wanted a bunny.
The bunny.
So,
Don't be about
If
the rabbits,
you-
George.
If you would all do me the honor of awaiting down where you first entered the village, I will say my piece to my people, and I will join you shortly.
He
My
needs
word.
a moment to re-up his disguise.
My word is my bond.
Can I?
inside check him?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
13.
He's telling the truth.
All right, you have that. Also, do you have any belongings, like a carrot or something?
Do I?
I promise I'll be more respectful in the future. We're gonna have a great bond, but
There is nothing I need that I can't attain later.
okay, that's great.
And the 1,000 gold.
Yes, I want to pull it out of my bag and throw 1,000 gold pieces.
you literally take out 1,000 gold over the course of a couple minutes, handfuls out of the bag, and throw it all over the main thing. He stands there just like, oh my god, these fucking people, and you're just like, ha ha ha,
So-
yes, and the gnome's like, ah, god, oh well, shit.
So I had 8,650 gold pieces. I'm gonna take out 1,000.
He makes you buy everything, and then he does this with the money.
It's like take it from the rich and give it to the poor.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it's like.
My good people, this gold can aid you greatly. Do not feel guilty in taking it.
And the gnomes, and you see some of them are like sad as they know that he's leaving.
Will you wait for me down by the entrance of the village while I say goodbye to my people?
Of course I will.
Thank you. I respect your respect of my privacy.
Just remember, if your leader betrays us, we'll be back.
Why would
We
you
walk out. As we walk out, I shoulder Astrid. It's weird that he talks, right?
Yeah, I don't think you should be able to talk.
Jackrabbits are mythical creatures. They can talk.
You don't even have the name right anymore.
Jackrabbit?
Jackalope.
Jackalope.
Whatever. Foreplay. Foreplay.
Okay, so you guys exit, and as you exit the village, you wait for a while. About a half an hour passes,
Jesus
and
Christ, what is he?
he's saying goodbye to his
He
goddamn.
got 5 minutes, not
He's
half an
the
hour.
chief. He's the chief. You stole their leader. So he exits, and you see him hopping.
I made an agreement. He's hopping. Oh my god.
He's not gonna walk on two legs. He's a fucking
This
jack.
is-
He's a jackalope.
This is perfect.
He comes hopping over
This is
and
wonderful.
stands before you.
Oh no way! He stands up like a rabbit would.
No, he's sitting. You know.
Okay, but
But-
chest out like a cute.
Yeah,
fucking
he's
awesome rabbit.
he's regal, and he's nibbling his little nose, sniffing the air, and he goes, "Are we ready to depart?"
This, my friend, is the first day of our journey.
If you say so. What shall I call you all?
Friends.
Nope.
What?
Something else.
Okay.
We are not friends.
This is gonna be hard.
That is something to understand. We are not friends. But perhaps in time, I may learn something
To
good
love
of you.
you. Yes.
But as of now, you have shown me only that you are terrible, nasty, wicked people. I
No.
assume you were the ones that tainted the tree. I assume
No, we
you
are
were the
much more
ones
than
causing
that.
death across the land. No, you are not friends of mine. But
I can't wait
perhaps.
to change this thing's alignment.
You can do that? You can make a chaotic, evil jackalope.
No.
I don't think I could do
We're
it.
saying this in front of it.
What are your names?
I'm
You can just get a
Double
name.
H. I don't want to say headhunter.
Your name is Alex. Isn't
My
it?
name is Alex.
All right.
Denny. My name is Denny.
Denny Cool Hand Banana.
Oh, right then. That's definitely not a fake name.
My name is Esther.
Esther.
My name is Astrid.
Very well. Well then,
What's that?
I have met you all. I have given you my name.
This is Wayland.
No, my
Why
name's
did-
Alex.
Why?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
Wyman
Wyman.
is just standing there drooling.
No, Winan has been on top of
Oh.
having his gun out and scanning everything.
He's awesome now, by the way.
You say this is Winan. He does not show any sign of
I
response.
called him Wayland.
Wait.
Didn't get his name right. You say this is Waylon. He goes Winan. You go this is Winan. He goes yes, ma'am.
Are you daft?
And continues to scope everything out. So he goes, well then, shall we make our way?
Let's do it.
Did he just wiggle his rabbit eyebrows at Jeff?
No.
Don't wiggle your eyebrows at
Yeah,
him, wiggle
you
them at
did.
me.
Shall we make our way?
And then your nose.
He snuggles Esther. No, I'm kidding. So there
I can
might be
take
there
their
might
life
be a
away.
jackalope of one of these things in here. I will
I
search
think
for
there
it.
is.
I think there is too. I
Oh,
will
wow.
search for it after.
I wonder if there's a figurine.
There is.
I mean, there was a
Yeah.
gazer.
Is that a big thing in D&D?
Not in
He
D&D.
has a page.
I don't think it's a particularly big thing anyway. I don't think anybody really gives enough.
I kind of threw that out on a whim.
But you really threw my campaign here through a
And
through a.
That's that for it for today?
So he says, "Shall we make our way?
There's a lot of awesome figurines.
Yep.
Very well.
Where are we headed?"
Yeah.
So you got
What's
these
the
little
name of
ones,
the
and you
city?
got these.
You're
These
going.
look evil.
Well, if he ever turns evil.
We're still in the air.
Sorry,
Yes.
I'm excited.
He goes,
Yeah.
"Where are we headed?"
What's the name of the city?
The city is Valnar, the city for
We're
beggars.
going to Valnar.
Ah, yes, of course. Closest destination of civilization. Very well. I shall accompany you.
Thank you, Vondas.
Do you know the way?
I know the way.
Oh. Do you?
No, do way.
I know the way.
Wyden was
Winen knows.
was showing.
I know too. Alright, I
Yeah,
can get to a
following you
city.
soon.
All
That's
right.
like my middle name. Finding cities.
So Ashton tells Winan to lead them to Valnar, and he, yes, miss, and starts leading them. You notice that he's calling her like miss, but like formal things.
We're
What
gonna
the
have
hell's the matter with
We're
them?
gonna have
anyway?
to talk about that.
We're not talking about that. The Vondas looks at Winan and goes, "This man is ill," and travels as you
No,
guys.
trust me, I made him better.
Vondas. Do
Yes.
you want
He
to
does not like you.
ride on my shoulder?
No. I have legs and they will carry me.
But
My
this
legs are small.
this is a far
stubby, but
journey.
strong.
We can take care of that for you.
What? Or maybe in my bag.
There's no air in your bag.
Well, he can half be in it.
I can move on my own quite quickly.
Okay, when you're tired, just let me know.
I'm probably faster than most of you, honestly.
I'm very fast.
Okay.
I can. Some say I could outrun a jackalope.
Who says that?
Some.
Name one person who said that.
Probably the elves before they died. I beat the fastest elf.
Oh, Aerostream, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Very well. Neat. I have no cookies to give you.
I don't like his attitude. He's not a.
He's not
We just-
very happy
We
right
just
now.
kidnapped him.
He needs to cheer up. He's going on an adventure.
Yeah, you're gonna be much happier with us. Those gnomes are useless.
All right.
Walking into the sunset.
Whatever you say. Whatever you say.
As you make your way further into this now corrupt and dying forest, leaving the gnomes behind without their wise chief.
With 1,000 gold.
They'll be fine.
Where are they gonna spend it?
In the gnome store.
No, they'll go to the tree.
Yes, the tree.
That'll work.
Or they can melt it down and turn it into stuff they need.
Okay.
Hopefully they can digest metals.
So, we can end it there, as it is 7:20, and Alex needs to go and become a police pumpkin. And that's it. What do you guys think?
A lot happened. It's good to be back.
Yeah, it is good. A 2-week hiatus, too long, man. I love this shit.
Can we level up?
Yes,
Woo!
you all after
Level
receiving
20.
after receiving the boon of the Lacuna tree.
17.
And after completely
Oh,
wiping out
that's
Elmira, you guys are good to go. You leveled up. You
That's 13.
found a jackalope. You got a sick new weapon.
That is beautiful.
Yeah,
Amanda's got a book
man's got a couple books. Yep.
that you have
Fun
to
books.
return before
Yeah,
next Tuesday.
there will be
There's a library.
Is there?
Bye.
there will be an angry librarian coming to find you later.
Probably